How's that sound? Hello, everybody. We're coming up in less than 15 minutes for another episode of Shop TV right here on Facebook. Make sure you stick around. Great deals to be had.
Love that radio voice.
Hey folks, and welcome into Shop Social TV. My name's Lou, and I'm going to be your host here for the next 2 hours right here on our show. Now, if you're new to us, guys, we're here on Dish Network, we're on DirecTV, we're on Uverse, but we're also live on Facebook and on YouTube. So we're simulcasting on those as well, all at the same time. So you can find us many, many places. One of the unique things about us here at Shop Social TV is we encourage you to get social. We want you to shop with friends, and that means that we want you to actually get on that Facebook feed and respond to us, talk to us, let us know your questions, speak to each other, have a good time. And this is the Thursday night edition, and things tend to get a little bit crazy on Thursday nights, okay? Just so you know. Now, we're a little different than some of the shopping channels out there. We don't have a phone number. We don't have operators, okay? The way you're going to place your orders is that during the presentations, you're going to see a URL, a website come up there. You can either go to that or you can use what they call a QR code. That's going to be in the corner of the screen. It's unique to every single item you're going to see here. So all you have to do is take out your phone, open the camera, point it at the screen, and that QR code is going to open a link on your phone. Click on that, takes you right to the item page where that very item is being offered, as you see right here. In fact, that's the first item we're going to be selling tonight, and that's these right here. We had such a huge response to these last week that we decided it would be a good idea for us to go ahead and bring these back for everybody to take a look at tonight. Now, this particular one, these are the Polaroid high definition sunglasses, okay? Now we're offering these in a 2-pack, but it's 2 different 2-packs, okay? You can either get 2 of the black that you're seeing right here, or you can get another set that's going to be the black and the tortoiseshell, okay? So you've got a choice of just all black, or you can get the black and the tortoiseshell, and that's going to be your choice. Now, no matter which 2-pack you get, you're going to get the hard cases and you're going to get cleaning cloths with these as well. And this is something that they don't typically offer out there, but here at Shop Social TV, we do. And you're going to get these with free shipping and handling on them as well. And you know, it's funny, I was in the store the other day and I was looking at sunglasses. And just for a regular cheap pair of sunglasses, you could pay $25 for one easily. But they don't have the features that these do. Like what? Well, for instance, these give you full UV protection. They have what's known as polarization 400. What that means is that they block all of the polarized light, all the UV light that's going to be coming into them, all the way up to what they call 400 nanometers, okay? Basically, it means 99.9% protection from ultraviolet A and from ultraviolet B. That's the UVA and the UVB. Those are the things that cause damage. You know, if you've ever sat in your car and seen the damage that can happen from the sun inside your vehicle, that's exactly what can happen to your eyes, to your skin, around your face from the UV light that's coming in. But the other thing that these are, as I mentioned it, it's kind of in the name, the Polaroid, is that they're polarized glasses. And really, that's kind of a misnomer. I always feel like polarized glasses should be called anti-polarized glasses, simply because these glasses, when you look through them, they actually eliminate polarized light, like you're seeing right here, okay? That's just a regular pair of sunglasses that just made things dark, right? But the minute that you look through these glasses, you're going to see that polarization. And actually, what it's going to do, it's going to enhance colors, it's going to enhance clarity, it's going to enhance contrast, and it cuts the glare. We call that the 4 C's. So it's going to do all those different things for you. And it's kind of a neat thing. The first time you put them on, you're going to notice like, wow, what is going on here? And here are the things I was talking about that they can do to you. The cataracts, the macular degeneration, all those different things that can happen. They're not a medical device. They're just simply eliminating the thing that causes those things to happen, to give you the lines, the crow's feet around your eyes and all that, okay? So that's a great reason to pick up on these if you want to tonight. Remember, you're getting a 2-pack of these, so it's not $50 for one. You're getting 2 pairs with them. You can either get 2 pairs of the black, as you're seeing right here. I'm going to turn the little head here sideways so you can see that. You get 2 of the black right here, or you can get 2, one black and one tortoiseshell. So I'm going to put on, let's do the tortoiseshell first. I'm going to grab the tortoiseshell, and I'm going to put these on. I'm going to be your model tonight, and I'm sorry for your luck that you got me, because I suppose there are better choices out there in the world. But take a look at these now, and I'm going to show you the side of this. You can see that cool tortoiseshell design right there on the side. One of the really nice things about these glasses is I have a massive head, like this giant buffalo head, okay? I wear a 7, I do, people are laughing at me in the studio. I wear a 7 5/8 inch hat, okay? These fit me perfectly, because sometimes when I wear certain pairs of sunglasses, I feel them pinching on my temples and pinching right here over my ears. It gives me a headache. These don't feel that way. I can comfort all day long wearing these. The other thing is they're slightly wraparound. They're not like extreme wraps, but they're slight wraparounds. So even like the light coming in from the sides gets blocked by the sides of the glasses. It's not hitting your eyes, your peripheral vision. So you're getting protection that way as well. And then the other thing is that these are just really, really stylish. So now let's do the black ones. I'm going to put the black ones on. And there, again, there's that tortoiseshell set sitting right there. I'm going to grab these black ones and let's put these on. I'm really enjoying. Do you want to come out and model them? You can. Okay. Kate's going to join me out here. I don't think your mic's on, so, don't talk, I guess is what I'm saying. Oh, you have a hot mic. Okay, come over here. Here.
I was just taking my real glasses off. Here
there you go. Okay, so now this is Kate, everyone. Kate, everyone. Show people how great these look. How do they feel?
They feel really comfortable. And honestly, you were talking about having a larger head. I have a smaller head.
She does.
So it's funny because I have a hard time. And whenever glasses are too wide, they actually fall off my face. And they're really comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like they've got a nice spring into them.
Yeah, I don't think your mic's actually on. Hang on a second here.
Well,
Pardon us, people. Pardon me, America. I'm going to turn her mic on over here. Here we go. 1 second. There we go.
wow, this is great.
Doesn't she sound good now?
You can actually hear me now?
Yeah,
instead
now
of
we can
with
hear
your
you.
hair mic?
Now we can
Yeah.
actually hear you.
No.
Yeah, but I
So-
mean, they
yeah.
feel good, they look good.
Mhm.
And actually, that's a great point, is that, like, I've got the giant head, she's got the tiny head.
Yeah.
Fits both of us, super, super comfortable. What do you think about the way everything in the studio looks here? Because for a lot of people, what they say with the HD glasses, which is what these are,
Mhm.
is that they enhance colors, they enhance
Mhm.
contrast, even clarity.
And I'll tell you, I can actually see everything without things being darker.
Yeah.
Usually when you put sunglasses on inside, you can't really see a whole lot of anything.
Exactly.
You can wear these inside, or if you're walking through a mall or walking through like an overhang where it gets dark all of a sudden and then
Yeah.
gets bright again,
Yep.
you can wear these on both of them. You
No,
don't have
totally.
to pick it up and put it down.
Do you want to see something cool?
Of course.
Okay, I'm going to show her something cool. I'm going to show you something cool. Watch this. I'm going to go back to this TV back here, okay?
Yeah.
Right where the shop social is on there. And I want you to notice something. If I hold these glasses up here, okay, the lovely and talented Kelly is getting my shot. There it is. Okay, so you can see right there, you can see through the glasses, right?
You sure can.
Watch what happens if I turn them sideways.
What does that mean?
It's a magic trick. So no, what that is it's blocking out the polarized light that's coming off of the screen. So all it has to do is the angle of the reflection on your eyes. So this way, you can see that screen. I turn it sideways and it disappears. That's actually a great test if you're ever out in a store or someplace and you want to see if they say that the glasses are polarized and you're kind of like, are they really? You can do that test. Sometimes they have other things in the store that you can look at and you can see and tell if they're really polarized or not. But that is an awesome test to be able to tell. Now, here's the thing. Polarization, okay? And I haven't explained this fully yet, but I'm about to, all right? Polarization is when light, the sunlight, hits a surface and reflects at your eyes at a very specific angle, and that angle is 57 degrees, okay? What is that called? That is called Brewster's angle. That's the person who discovered it, okay? So so like if you're driving behind a car or a truck and they've got like an angled window in the back and like that light hits your eyes and you can't see anything, that's what we call debilitating glare, okay? All polarized glasses do is eliminates the light hitting your eye at that specific angle. You see everything else, but you actually see it better because the minute you get rid of that glare, all of a sudden everything looks better. It looks, people say that it looks like an HD movie, like where you're sitting there. Look at this. Look at the difference right here when they're looking at the swimming pool. That's debilitating glare. Those are the regular sunglasses you were talking about.
Sure.
See, it just makes it dark. It doesn't enhance anything. But when you're wearing our glasses, these glasses, the Polaroid glasses, you could see how it brings out the colors. The reds look better. The blues look better. The yellows look better. All the greens. I mean, that vibrant look. If you ever sat down by the water, by the beach, and you put on a pair of polarized glasses, and all of a sudden it all comes to life. That's what this is going to do. And that's what these are going to help to keep at bay. We're talking about the cataracts, the macular degeneration, all the things that happen to your eyes. Again, not a medical device. However, they do help remove what causes that, which is the UVA and UVB light. Have you ever seen the interior of a car that hasn't had a sunshade or any you know?
Yeah, it feels like your skin after a hot day.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, listen, if it could destroy a dashboard, if it could destroy a seat in a car, imagine what it could do to your face and your eyes, okay? That's why you need to be wearing glasses like this. Years ago, I had a doctor, an eye doctor, and I bought a pair of the glasses, and I thought I was being really cool. I got the ones that turn dark when you go outside.
Oh, yeah, like the lenses change?
Yeah, the lenses change color.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
darken. And he said, I was so excited about it. And he goes, all right, listen, I don't want to burst your bubble, but I'm going to tell you something. You still need a really good pair of sunglasses, okay? Just because they get darker, but they're not polarized. They're not blocking UV light, okay?
Can I tell you mine that do
Tell
that?
me. I want to hear this. You want to hear this too, right?
Whenever I was driving my car, because I was really excited, because I have my glasses, and
Yeah.
my glasses, they change color whenever I go outside. When I was in the car, the light wasn't bright enough in the car on the overhang, so it didn't turn my glasses to sunglasses anymore.
Yep.
So I still had to have another pair of sunglasses.
Yeah.
But I didn't have the protection that you were talking about.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he was warning him, because he knew me. He knew I was going to try and like get away without having to buy the good sunglasses. Now here's the other thing, and I was talking about this earlier. You can go to some, like a lot of sporting goods stores, a lot of big box stores, they'll have sunglasses at checkout, okay? And you'll look at the prices on them, you're like, oh, these are cheap, right? And if you're one of those people that likes cheap sunglasses, I did too for the longest time. I'm going to tell you something. At $25 a piece,
is a great price.
These are cheap sunglasses,
honestly,
but with the big features.
Yeah, and I just bought a pair for Cooper, and he's 4. He's got a tiny head. They were $30 for one.
Wow.
For a little guy.
Wow.
This is an amazing price.
That's crazy. No,
this
is great. And think about this too. So here's your choice. You can get 2 of the black ones that I'm wearing, or you can go order a set that's 1 black and 1 turquoise. So maybe you want to do his and hers. I mean, I'll wear the turquoise too. It doesn't bother me at all. These are unisex, so anybody can wear these. I think they look just as good in you as they do on me.
I love them.
Yeah,
and they're
aren't
really
they great?
Comfortable. I've been wearing them for a while now, and I am sensitive, to
the pressure.
Yeah, the
push.
pressure. Yes.
The push. I hate the push.
It holds.
Oh, look, you're in close up.
Hey, look at there. It holds without squeezing,
Yeah,
and
which is awesome.
I don't have a very big head, so usually whenever sunglasses that fit people with bigger heads, they fall off
of you.
Yeah, so it's not falling off at all.
Totally get it.
It's very comfortable.
Totally get it. And remember, when you buy these, you're not just getting the glasses, your choice of either the 2 black or the black and the turquoise. You're also getting 2 hard cases with these and 2 cleaning cloths as well. So you're getting everything you need to keep these safe, to keep them clean, so that you can wear them every single day when you're going out there and doing battle with the sun. And by the way, if you're one of those people out there that thinks like, in the wintertime I don't need to wear sunglasses, because I encounter this all the time. Yeah. The sun's still up there. Even though it may not be as bright, the UV light, the UV radiation is still attacking your skin, attacking your eyes, okay? So you want to block that out. Remember, these are UV 400, okay? 99% blocking all the UVA and UVB light. I mean, you can't get any better than that, all right? And you're getting at this price, that's insane. 2 pairs of sunglasses for $50. Free shipping here too at Shop Social TV, as I mentioned that. And if you look at the bottom of the screen down here, that's our website. If you go to shopsstv.com, you can see everything that we're selling. But if you want to go even faster, over here next to Kate, you're going to see right there that QR code that's down there. Take out your phone, aim it at the screen, open the camera, aim it at the screen. The website will pop up. Click on that. And it doesn't just take you to our website. It takes you to the page for these very glasses. And then all you've got to do is make that choice. Do I want 2 pairs of black, or do I want a pair of black and a pair of turquoise? It doesn't turquoise? No, tortoise shell.
Turtle shell. It's really
tortoise
cool.
shell.
Yeah.
Turtle shell.
Can I ask you, are these the ones that you can see the fish in the water?
Yes.
That's
they are
so
the ones.
cool.
And so here's why. Because water, especially if you're on a boat or something, that glare is so bad that it looks like you can't see down.
Yeah.
You put on a pair of polarized glasses, then look at that water, and you'll see fish. You can see the bottom. You can see all kinds of things.
Maybe not just fish, but also if there's any danger lurking down there.
Yeah, well,
you know, if you want to know what you're getting into.
Somebody just watched Jaws. I'm just saying.
I'm big on the not getting in where there's alligators or, but also fishermen I know really love polarized glasses because you can see where to cast the...
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing too. If you spend any time in the water or skiing or anything like that, where you get that glare off the snow, off the water, or if you just, driving, when you get that glare off the paint on the cars, if it's a really glossy finish or the windshields, you know what? This is the way to be safe on the road. This is the way to protect your eyes and look good while you're doing it too. And at this price, to get all the features, the UVA and UVB protection, plus getting the polarization, guys, this is the way to go. Okay, so we're going to move on to our next item right now in just a few moments. But I want you to watch the video here, see the difference that you're going to get with the HD glasses. All right, so we're going to be moving on in just a moment to our next fabulous item here on this Thursday night edition of Shop Social TV. Now, remember, even though we move on, everything that you're seeing that we're presenting tonight is going to be on our website available for you, okay? So even after we're off the item, you can go back and you can just load your shopping cart. You could check out with everything, okay? So let's move on. We're going to go to our next item right now. This is one we did last week, and I'm going to tell you something. We had a tremendous response to our Earth Bright. Now, you might be saying, oh, the sunglass lady is staying with him. Actually, she's not the sunglass lady. She's the Earth Bright lady. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kate Johnson.
Hi.
She is the owner and everything for Earth Bright.
I was just getting excited about the sunglasses.
You really were.
Yeah, I know. But so I was, and thanks for having me for that too.
You're welcome. That was fun.
Earth Bright is a really amazing cleaner, and you're gonna get it home and you're gonna clean everything with it. So Earth Bright, let me introduce you. It's a clay cleaner. So you bring the water to it. We don't ship the water around the world to you because
Right.
you have water at home.
Yep.
It comes from a single quarry in France, and it's gonna not just clean, but it's gonna polish and protect. So it's gonna take your surfaces, bring it back to their original look and feel, and then it's going to let the water bead off afterwards so that you're not getting those hard water stains. It's gonna be longer in between cleaning. And I don't
Right.
know about you, but I really like not cleaning.
I love not cleaning. Well, and full disclosure, folks, I've been a user of Earth Bright for many, many years. That's why we're here selling it tonight, because this is a product that I really believe in. I don't own everything that we sell, but I've owned this for a really long time.
Yeah, and I've been a part of Earth Bright now for 15 years. I've been bringing it to you guys for about that
She started
long.
when she was 12, so you know.
I love that. Thank you. Just keep saying that.
You're welcome.
So Earth Bright, it's been around forever. We've got tons and tons and tons of happy customers.
Yep.
Once people buy it, they love it. This tub's going to last you at least 6 months. Maybe you'll get through it faster the first time because you're going to find all kinds of fun stuff
This
to
is
clean
true.
around the house.
Yep.
So let's show you
Let's
how
do
it
some
works.
cleaning.
Yeah, so all I've got down here is a tub of water. All I'm doing is I'm getting the sponge wet. And as I get the sponge wet, I wring it out just a little bit, and you take the sponge to the dry clay cake. This clay cake is actually a little bit indented because we've been using it for a really long time for these demos. What am I cleaning first?
Yeah, whatever you want.
The pan, the
Yeah.
bottom of the pan. So as you're cooking, you're going to get stains on the bottom of your pan.
This
You're going
is
to get
amazing.
the burns on the bottom of your pan. But what you want is to keep your pans clean and fresh for the next time. So if you have stainless steel cookware, all you got to do is bring the Earth Bright to it, and it's going to not just
Wow.
clean, but polish and protect. You can
I was amazed when I see that.
Right, you see the water coming off of there. Look at it beating up on there. If you have a stainless steel sink at home,
Yeah.
that's the first thing that you're gonna want to do. You're gonna put the Earth Bright to the work on your stainless steel sink.
Yeah.
Right, it's amazing.
The first time I did this and I went and I did my sink, I was horrified by what came off. No, because you know what's weird? It didn't look dirty.
Sure.
But then all of a sudden it got shiny, and when I looked at the sponge that comes with this, the cleaning, what do we call that? It's not a
It's
sponge.
a sponge.
It's a
Yeah.
sponge. So when I look at the sponge, it was gray.
Sure, because that's oxidation. It doesn't mean you're a bad housekeeper.
I might be.
You could be, and it's still going to get that dirt off of it. But if you like to keep a clean household, Earth Bright's going to be your best friend because it's not just cleaning the dirt; it's cleaning the oxidation.
Now,
off
what
of
is that you were just doing?
So I was just cleaning this is a shower head. So if you have your appliance, so I'm going to back up just a little bit there. You don't want any the front of your fridge or the front
Right.
of your dishwasher, the front of your microwave. If it's a vertical surface as far as a stainless steel surface, it's a stainless steel look most likely. There are real
They're
stainless
not really
steel
stainless
fridges.
steel, yeah.
Right, so we want to stay away from anything painted or plated. But if it's a real stainless steel, you look at this. You've got
Look at the way that's beating off of
it's
there.
beading off of there. So that means you're cleaning it less. You're actually going longer in between. So this works on stainless steel, but also it works on granite. It works on glass. It works on plexi. It works on vinyl. It works
Yeah.
on enamel. It works on sealed hardwood. So if you are having it in your bathroom, go ahead and clean your glass shower doors.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, you're going to clean your glass shower doors less because you're going to have Earth Bright
Okay,
protecting it
and
for
that's
you.
one of the things that I do with mine probably every couple of weeks because, in our shower, it's all glass on one side, and we get the soap scum, and we get the lime scale, and we get calcium deposits. But I find that once I started using Earth Bright on it, it cleaned faster. It was easier. I wasn't working on it. It was just real simple to do. Yeah, and you can actually see the water beat up on it.
Right? And you're going to love that because it's also, you're not putting those harsh chemicals. So we're made with just clay and green cells.
All natural.
All natural.
Hand packed. So let me tell everybody what you're getting, what your choices are with this, okay? Because I've been remiss in my duties here as the host.
We're just so excited about it.
Yeah, we are excited. So this is what you're going to be getting. Your choice of either the citrus, the lavender, or the original scent of Earth Bright. Now, whichever one you buy, you're going to receive the 10.5-ounce tub that this comes in, right? For $14.99. They're all going to come with the scrubbers right there. So you get a scrubber with each and every one of these. It'll be inside. So when you open up the lid, you're going to find it in there. But it's only $14.99 for something that, I'm not kidding, the tub that we're using out here, we've probably had this one close to a year, I want to say. Like, we've been using this. And
I believe it.
Here's the other thing, too. People have to understand something about this stuff.
Yeah.
When they pack this clay cake, they do it by hand. Okay? So it's not a machine that's like doing an exact amount and slapping it in there. There's a human being that takes this clay, the single-sourced clay, they put it in here and just right at the top.
Yeah.
It's the only way to do it. But I'm telling you guys, you're getting more for your money when you buy it like this. That's the amazing thing about this. Okay, go ahead. Continue demonstrating.
We can clean all day here, right? So if you have...
We might have to.
We might. Well, let's go for it. If you have shoes that you're wanting to keep nice and white and clean, I know back in the day we used to dirty up shoes just for fun. We don't do that anymore. We like our clean white shoes.
Look at that.
Look at the difference there. So if you have a vinyl shoe or a leather shoe, you could take Earth Bright to it and clean it. The fabric you could throw in the wash, no big deal. But if you want to clean that hard portion of it, you're definitely going to be breaking out the
here, let me just angle that just a little bit so everybody at home can see. Look at that, the difference on there from there to there. And here's the thing, you know what I used to do is I would take the bleach wipes and I would try to clean the white on there.
Yeah.
And it kind of worked, but then I also noticed it was starting to break down the rubber.
Because of the chemicals.
Bleach, right? Well, and here's the thing, it didn't do as good a job as this.
Sure. And then if you got color on your shoes and you got that bleach on that shoe.
Little speckles.
Little speckles.
You got the little speckles on there. Nobody needs that.
No.
This is a great one too.
So this is enamel, right? So if you have your cookware, what's the cookware that everybody has? That's the enamel. That's
the French one.
Comes out of it comes out of France. Well, this comes out of France
Kelly
too.
just said La Croisette.
La Croisette. Yep, there it is. Thanks, Kelly. I knew you would know that. You're good at that stuff. So if you have your La Croisette pieces that you want to keep fresh and new and pretty, you take the Earth Bright to it. You know that it's going to be safe and on your enamel. It's not going to scratch your enamel, but let's take that wipe to it. What else is made with enamel that gets really hot?
Wow, look at that close-up right there.
Pieces in your stove. So the inside of your oven needs cleaning, like everybody's inside of their oven needs cleaning. You're going to take the Earth Bright to it. You're not going to, it's going to be manicure friendly. You're not going to have to open the windows up. You're not going to have to use
big concern for me.
Masks. Oh, definitely. We all need a manicure friendly cleaner, right? But you're not going to open up the whole house. You're not going to clean out everybody for the hours on a Saturday.
Well, and that's the thing too. And see that for me initially was the big selling point, that it's non-toxic. There's no chemicals. It's all natural. It comes from France, which I thought was very fancy that it did that. But here's the thing, you can clean everything in your house inside and out. I've used this on the rims of my truck. I've used it in the shower. I've used it on the inside of the oven door, on the glass part in there, which gets super nasty sometimes. You know, so many places inside and out. Now I love this one here with the copper.
Well, can I tell you, you were talking about your car and using it on the rims of your car. If somebody has the yellow on the inside of their lenses, what am I talking about?
The headlights.
The headlights, the yellowing of the headlights.
Stop it.
I'm telling you, it's gonna it's gonna make a world of difference in those headlights.
That's crazy there.
I mean, it's already getting shiny just from that little bit that I've done right here. Look at that. That's oxidation that's coming off of there. Now, I'm sure I could clean that some more, but look at the difference.
Rotate that around a little bit just so people could see. Look at the shine.
Dullness that's there, that's what we just did. So this is real
Where
copper.
did that even come from? Where was that sitting?
This was on the table.
My God. But guys, I'm going to show you something. When you look at the side of this, this is real tarnish on here. This is not something that we did. This is real tarnish. Tell people where the idea for this came from, because that's what fascinated me. Somebody asked this question when we had this on last week. if they could use it on their jewelry, tell them.
So this is originally a jewelry rouge. And you know what? I talked about doing this earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to clean my wedding ring.
Well, wait for Kelly to get that close-up. Oh, there we go. She's already there. Oh, look at that.
She's so good.
She is.
So this was originally cleaned as, or designed as a jewelry rouge. So whenever people had wanted to shine up, wanted to get the, oh my goodness, can you see that? Can you see
When was the last time you cleaned that thing?
I don't know. It's been a minute.
You just got an ew from Kelly.
Ew, right?
Yeah.
So that's been on my finger. It's funny because my husband did one of these shows with me a while back, and we did my ring and his ring was clean. And I just looked at him. I was like, "Are you serious right now?" He goes, "What? I cleaned my ring."
Well, yeah.
Clearly, I don't.
Kudos, Ben.
Right? Ben was on top of it. But look, that's my.
Look at the difference right there.
That's my diamond ring.
Okay, she's pushing in for a close-up here. I want everybody at home to see this because the difference. You know what's amazing about this too? I'm just thinking in my head. I'm doing a little bit of math, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so we're gonna save money on not having to get a jewelry cleaner. We're gonna save money on not having to get something to clean the porcelain in the bathroom, something to clean glass, something to clean the inside of the oven. None of that. You don't need any of that. Earthbright literally can be used in every space inside, even your outside patio furniture, which blew me away. It's the first thing I reach for now when I've got something to clean. Yeah. I'm going to try that first.
You should, because sometimes we try it last because it's a last resort thing.
Yeah, let's go to the stovetop.
You know, so this is going to be what you're going to use it for the most when you get it home. We're showing you all the stuff that you might, finally break down and clean, like your wedding ring.
Yeah.
But whenever you're cooking every day. This Earthbright is going to not scratch, not mar, not anything on your glass top stove. Whenever you buy an oven or a glass top stove,
look at that.
They send you home with this tiny little vial of
I got it.
Cleaner. Yeah. That's the only thing you can use that cleaner for.
Yeah. What? And they tell you that too. They're like, don't use this on anything else, just use it on the glass top stove, which you wouldn't want to use it in. Yeah, listen to that. Squeaky clean right there. Listen to that. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, too. You're going to save so much money by not buying other cleaning products. Here's the other thing that drives me absolutely nuts is when people try to clean a stovetop with chemicals, and then they go and they turn around and cook on it. I mean, the off-gassing that comes from that heat hitting those chemicals, it's going straight into your food. It's going right into your face while you're cooking. This is all natural. I could cook on this the second that Kate's done, and I wouldn't smell a darn thing.
You can eat off of it, for sure. And my favorite thing
Challenge accepted.
My favorite thing about that is that I have a 4-year-old, and we clean his table. He's got his own little table that he does his arts and crafts on.
Come on.
And we clean that. And you know what? He eats and puts everything in his mouth that's in there. He's 4. He shouldn't be doing that anymore, but it happens. So I know that I feel comfortable with this.
Yeah, and, I mean, folks, you might think that this is like we're being dramatic here and that this is like really, really drastic difference. The minute you get home and you try this, you're going to start seeing these kind of differences. And I'm going to tell you something right now. $14.99 is all we're asking for this for a 10.5-ounce tub, which is massive, packed to the gills, all right? And all you've got to do to order is go to the URL you see in the bottom of the screen here, or go right there to that QR code. Use your phone and open up that website. Now, this is what I was talking about before.
This is my oven at home, which has been on display on
We need to have an intervention.
Right? I know. Look, that's my stovetop, and the black glass stovetops.
The worst.
If anybody has those, you can see every little scratch, every little ding. We take Earthbright to it on a super regular basis, and that's what keeps our oven, our stovetop looking brand new.
See, that's crazy. And that's the thing, is that when you see the results, you're for yourself. I mean, yes, they look amazing here. Of course they do. When you get this home, you're going to be like, you know what? That was real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I'm using the same sponge.
Yeah, she hasn't changed once.
All you do is you take that one sponge, you rinse it out, and the dirt comes off of that sponge. And look at there, you can use it on your kids' high chairs. You can use it on the wood, on your as long as
kitchen cabinets.
Yep, as long as it's a sealed hardwood, you can use that.
I've never tried it on the kitchen cabinets. I'm gonna have to do that.
It's amazing what gets on kitchen cabinets.
Grease from cooking.
And whenever the grease gets on there, it dries, it congeals, and then whatever dust is floating around in the air,
then that gets on there.
That gets on there, and then the next time you cook, it's also dusty. So you just get layers of it. So sometimes you need a real cleaner to get after.
Now watch this. Now this is out of a microwave, right? And that's burnt on there, folks. I'm going to tell you right now, look, I'll run my hand back and forth over this. Nothing's coming off on my hand. That is burnt on there.
Right. I'm having to actually like put a little bit of elbow grease into this because it's actually burnt on there.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Yeah, right? I know. So you might think it's magic, but it's sometimes it needs a little bit of elbow grease.
I want people to hear the
Oh, yeah.
Can you guys hear that? It's scouring, but it's not scratching.
Right.
That's the thing that blew my mind the first time. Because you know what? Like a lot of people's instincts is to go grab a sponge, a scouring pad, or something like that, and just rub the bejesus out of whatever you're trying to clean. You don't have to do that with Earthbright because it does the work for you. That's the cool thing about that clay. Because when you feel it, it doesn't feel abrasive, but then when you go to town with it, man, it really does an incredible job. Look at that.
And that's that jewelry rouge. It's that super fine, almost like a super fine sandpaper.
Yeah.
Without being
like a really
abrasive.
high grit.
Sure. Yeah. Exactly. Do you want to do the tile?
Yeah, let's do the tile. Come on down.
Yeah.
Come on down. Let me see if I'll move this over just a little bit. This is amazing.
This is the porcelain.
Yeah, we're going to probably have to tip that forward a little bit so people, but look at that right there, guys. When you see this, so here's the cool thing about that too. You know, when you have something like this in your house, you know, you've got the soap scum, you've got the lime scale, you've got the calcium deposits, and that stuff, over time, it does it slowly. So you don't notice it right away. It's that whole thing about putting a frog in a, boiling water, you know what I mean? You don't notice it right away, but look at the dramatic difference. So that's why I'm going to tell you, when you get it home, go right to the bathroom, clean the sinks, go to the kitchen, clean the stainless steel sink in there, and you're going to be like, wow. You didn't even see the dirt that was there.
It's because it's not always because you've noticed it. It doesn't happen like right away. You can clean those messes up, but sometimes it's the oxidation that gets on there over time.
Oh, yeah.
It's the stuff that builds up over time, and that's the stuff that sticks. That's the stuff you really need something to get in there.
Because it's had a long time to build up on there, folks. Let me just remind everybody what you're getting. When you buy this for $14.99, as you are right now, you've got a choice of scents. There's a beautiful citrus scent, the lavender's amazing.
Oh, we haven't even talked about the scents and what they're made out of.
And then the original. Ooh, well, we need to do that. Oh, by the way, when you do buy them, you get a choice of whichever scent, and you're getting the scrubber included. Tell us what the scents are made of.
Okay, so the scrubber actually comes inside the tub.
Yeah, it's packed in there.
If you get the tub home, it's going to come like this, and all you do is you twist it off. The scrubber's going to be inside of there.
Yeah.
So whenever you go to put it away, you're gonna let it dry out, and then put the top back on after it's dried out. But the scents are actually all essential oils. So if you're sensitive to scents, or if you don't like the chemical-y smells, then you're gonna like Earthbright because it comes with a very subtle, very light essential oil. All the essential oils come out of the south of France. They're very high end. It's just what we like to do. We like to give you guys a quality product. Right. And the original, it has a lemon oil in it, so it has that really fresh, clean smell to it. Mm-hmm. The citrus has an orange oil and a lemon oil, so you get the mixture of the two scents. And the lavender has a lavender oil that comes from the south of France, and it's just such a pretty scent.
Very bougie.
I like it though.
For $14.99. Well, see, but this is the good thing. This is why this is so cool, because she's the owner of the company, so she's going to do what she likes, and she just happens to be bougie. That way. She likes the scents. She likes the essential oils, And
if I like it, I know you guys are going to like it.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're cleaning our tile in our bathroom now.
I love it.
So like you were talking about earlier, whenever you go and clean the bathroom, you're actually cleaning it less often. You're saying that it's taken it a little bit easier to clean the next time, right?
No, every time.
Yeah. Grab a towel here and look at the shine that you're going to get behind.
That's the cool thing. I mean, you spend all of this money on your tile. Here, let me grab this for 1 second. I just want to kind of see if I can get some light play on this. Yeah. There you go. Look at the difference. The sides that are they've got the soap scum on them. They've got the calcium and all that. But then you get down that middle piece right there, and you can just see how beautiful that is. It's so, you know what it is too? It's satisfying.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes you clean stuff and you don't get that immediate gratification. With Earthbright, you're going to get that immediate gratification. And for $14.99, that is not a big price to pay to feel good.
And, it's going to last a lot longer than that spray bottle. It's going to do better than that spray bottle, and you're not going to have the chemicals of that spray bottle has in it.
Now this will blow your mind right here.
This is the coolest thing. So if you like to go thrifting and you want to find some treasures pieces, or if maybe you have grandma's tea service that you
look at the difference. Down. So that's the side that was clean.
I get excited about it. So yeah, this is the side that's still tarnished. This is real tarnish. We've taken Earthbright to it, and we've created a brand new looking
Isn't that amazing?
copper pot. It's amazing.
Well, and there's a lot of people out there these days that are upcycling everything. You know, you're going to the garage sales, you're going to the flea markets, and you buy this stuff, and some stuff you might walk past, but now you might not because you know you can clean it. Now this one, that's crazy right there.
Isn't that wild? So this is what you're gonna find at the flea market, at the thrift store, even in your attic. And whenever you pull it out, it's gonna look okay. But then you take Earthbright to it, and suddenly it's a brand new piece again.
Yeah, which is amazing.
And it's gonna make you happy. It's like you said, it's satisfying.
It is satisfying. So I'll tell you something. I don't know if I've ever shown this to my mother. I need to.
Oh,
because my mom had silver flatware that was up. She would keep it. It was hidden in the attic. Just so you know.
That happens a lot.
Yeah. But it was so tarnished at the holidays. So she would break it out for Christmas and Easter, Thanksgiving maybe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But in between, it would get so tarnished, and she would spend hours, and she wouldn't let us do it. She was like, she wanted it her way.
Well, probably because it was a super chemically process.
Yeah, it was.
And she didn't want you kids using that chemical.
She was watching out for us.
Isn't that sweet?
That was
She's
sweet.
a good mom.
Yeah.
You know, and sometimes it's cathartic just to do that. But also that stuff that she
Here, bring that out here just a little bit so we can get it. There
I'm
you
just
go.
cleaning.
Sorry.
I'm just happy cleaning.
I'm just taking it away from you. She's just happy cleaning. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, all good. It's a satisfying process to go through and clean all of your pieces. But also, whenever she was using that silver cleaner,
look at how it even got into the grooves on there.
Oh, you could see there's a pattern. You couldn't see that pattern before.
Look at that. Can you guys see that?
Wild?
Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
This is actually really nice. You know, so out of everything on this table, the one thing that was totally unexpected for me was this right here. Well, that's actually behind our display. So if you don't know what this is vinyl siding.
Yep.
You could literally use this on the vinyl siding on your house. You can use it on a PVC fence. You could use this kind of anywhere that you want, that any surface outside. I think the only thing we tell people to just be wary of is like painted surfaces.
Painted or plated surfaces. That's why we talk about not doing it on the vertical stainless steel, because that's a faux surface. If
they don't tell you that when you buy it, by the way.
They don't. They don't. There's a couple out there that might be real stainless steel, but most of them are not. So I say stay away if you're. But Earthbright's really great at getting products or surfaces back down to their original look and feel. And we've actually used it to take spray paint off an old tin can out of our father-in-law's.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, he had.
See, I mean, don't remove anything practically. Right. But you know what? I like it as an alternative. If I'm going to clean my siding, because maybe it starts to get green after a while.
Sure. So I did this with my PVC fence out front. And I've got an oak tree that hangs over that fence, and it's green. And I cleaned an area, cleaned all the front of it. And it was about a year and a half later, I went and I opened the hinge of the gate, and inside the hinge, it was all green again.
Right.
But I realized that was the one spot on the fence that I didn't get clean. Yeah. Right. So Earthbright protected the rest of that fence.
Let's do.
Oh, we haven't done this one yet.
I want to do this right here.
Sure.
No, Kelly's in there saying do that because it's so impressive. It really is too.
It is. Here,
well, watch this. So this could be like your floors. If you got hardwood floors, it could be your kitchen cabinets. You actually had this really happen to you, didn't you?
This is a demonstration that was born out of real life. I was sitting on my couch for a second, and my then 2-year-old decided to become an artist.
Now, what's that?
This is a permanent marker. This is a real permanent marker. And I am just drawing on it like I am my own 2-year-old.
And you already did crayons on there as well.
Already did crayons. Now,
watch this.
If you have this and run into this in your home, you're going to try the sprays. It's not going to work. You're going to try other things. It's not going to work. All of a sudden, you pull out the Earthbright, and in minutes and seconds, that's all gone.
Look at this.
You had that Picasso, you thought your floors were ruined. All
Look
of a
at
sudden
that.
It's brought back to life.
Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
And that's the thing, guys. Again, think about this. You didn't have to get a special cleaner for your kitchen cabinets, or a different cleaner for your floors, or something for the bathroom, or something for your stove. I mean, this does it all. And it's hand-packed in France. It comes from a single quarry. It's all natural. There's nothing in this that can hurt you. And I'm going to tell you, these tubs last and last and last. Watch this video real quick and give you some more ideas about the different ways, the different places that you can use this. Like that one right there, I'm telling you, the first time I did that. Do you know how I used to clean the oven? I used to put it on the self-cleaning feature that goes for 5 hours at like 700 degrees.
And then you feel like your house is going to burn down because it's getting so hot. You're not sure what's happening. You're a little nervous.
A little scared.
Yeah. I've actually never actually made it through an entire
I
one
haven't
of those
either.
cycles because I get too scared. I'm
The
not sure what's
counters get
happening.
hot.
Yes.
No, absolutely not. I'm not down for that.
Nope.
This is so much easier and safer, and I love this right here. When you talk about clean polishes and protects, that's what you just saw the way right there, the way the water sheeted off us. Now, this is what we just did a few minutes ago, but my gosh, every time I see it, I'm just amazed. Because tile can, especially shiny tiles, can be a pain. That's what you were talking about right there. With Cooper getting, you know, stuff all over.
Yeah, whenever I go to clean Cooper's high chair or even his little table, everybody has those the tiny tables, and that's where they do their artwork, but that's also where they want to eat their lunch.
Yeah.
So whenever you want to put food on there after they're doing all of their Play-Doh or all of their messes, you want something to clean that off. You want something that's also non-toxic, something that you're safe, that you feel comfortable with putting on your kid surfaces.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's funny, I didn't really care about this, as bad as that is, until I had a kid, because then all of a sudden I cared about him, but I was like, why didn't I care about me?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you figure at that point you've already been in danger. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things. But I mean, again, let's talk about the value of buying this here and what the choices are you're going to make, because you're going to go to our website or you're going to use that QR code and you're going to just choose what scent you want with those essential oils in there. You've got the original, which has no scent whatsoever. Then you've got the citrus, which is really good. I love that one. And then you've got that lavender as well, which is, you know, that kind of makes you a little sleepy, I think, sometimes.
And you know,
that lavender smell so relaxes you.
There's some people that have angry cleaning and some people that have happy cleaning. If you're an angry cleaner, maybe you just have the scent that you're happy with.
Right.
But also, if you're a happy cleaner, if you just want an everyday clean, that lavender is so nice. And like you were saying with the pots and pans, for whatever reason, whenever I have when I'm cooking noodles, if they stay in there for too long,
they boil over.
They boil over, but also the noodle ends up being on the bottom of the the pan. And
stuck to it. Yeah.
The pattern, the color, the look of the noodles is on the bottom of the pan. And honestly, nothing else takes it off except for the Earth Bright. You
know what's crazy about this too is I've seen people take scouring pads to this and just scratch the heck out of the bottom of a pan.
Yeah.
And then and then you're taking that surface, you're putting it back on your glass top stove with the scratches and the divots in it, okay? Potentially ruining that as well. This is the safe way. It's the easy way, folks. And I'm going to tell you right now that once you get some Earth Bright home, you're just going to get into this rhythm where you're just grabbing it all the time, cleaning everything with it.
Yeah, especially your glass top stove, you know, and the inside of your oven. That's what you're going to use it for the most.
Right.
You're going to be cleaning your stainless steel sink with it all the time. But then whenever it comes time to clean the outside, the vinyl sides of your house, whenever you need that Adirondack chair cleaned, you know.
Great for that.
If you clean the inside of your oven, everybody's used those chemicals that you have to, it literally tells you need to clear out the house. You don't want the house to
they tell you. Yeah, 100%.
And you know what? If everybody else has to get out of the house, why are you then breathing it in?
So here's the funny thing. The day that I got my house tented for termites and they told us we were going to have to leave the house while they did that, it suddenly dawned on me that when I clean my oven, I have to do the same thing.
Right.
So if they do that to kill termites, what are they trying to do to me? You know what I mean? I mean, just one of those things. I mean, and if I can buy something, we got the different graphic up there right now. If I can buy something for only $14.99 and get my choice of different scents in it, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
100%. And you know what? It's going to last forever.
Yeah.
Forever and ever and ever.
Yeah.
So
it really does, though, too. We're not just saying that. I mean, it really, really, really lasts
You guys have been cleaning with us for what, 20, 30 minutes
Yeah, here, come
now?
back, step this way. You're kind of hiding under the graphics a little bit.
I'll get used to these cameras one day, you know?
We got 2 minutes left, so what do you want to leave the people with here? What do we want to impact?
Can we clean the glass top stove one more time?
I think so. Kelly, can we do the glass top stove? Absolutely. Let's go do that. Go right ahead.
Let's go do that.
Yeah, you go over there. I'm going to stay back here for right now. Okay.
Yeah. So this is what you're going to use on a regular basis. So what you're doing, you're cleaning your everyday messes, and you're going to feel comfortable with not having those chemicals, that off-gassing, any of that stuff that you're going to be reheating on your surfaces.
Right.
You don't want to be breathing that in. You don't want to be, you know, interacting with that.
Watch this.
Look at that. Isn't that wild? it's like a brand new glass top stove again.
Well, and here's the funny thing. People buy glass top stoves because I like cooking on them personally, but they buy them like this because they look so good, all right? But over time, when things start to burn and they start to get stuck to it, the last thing you want to do is take a spatula or something and go in there and try and chisel that off, okay? You don't have to do that with the EarthBrite. It does the work for you.
Yeah. And, you know, it's going to do the work for you over and over and over again in the same one. And this is the same sponge that I've been using, which is wild because all I've been doing is rinsing it off. The water over here is real dirty.
It really is.
My sponge isn't, you know, and it's going to keep your stovetop, your surfaces nice and clean. It's going to keep them fresh. And you're going to be able to use this same tub on not just your stovetop, but also everywhere else that we've been talking about this whole time.
Yep. And I'm telling you what, guys, if you don't want to taste chemicals in your food, this is the way to go, okay? Clean all those surfaces in your kitchen with the EarthBrite. Don't use the chemicals on those. You don't want that. You don't need that, okay? So last opportunity right now to pick this up while we're doing our presentation. You got your choice of either the citrus, the lavender, or the original scent. It's $14.99 no matter which tub you buy. You're going to get that 10.5 ounces of the EarthBrite, but you're also going to receive the cleaning sponge with that as well. It's going to be inside the tub, so don't think you didn't get it. It's going to be in there. Yeah. Just order from our website or use that QR code on the screen right there. It's the fastest way to get in there and get your orders. Oh, and by the way, everything is free shipping here at Shop Social TV, and we take all major credit cards. Folks, we're going to take a quick little break. We'll be back in just a second.
We're glad you're here shopping with friends. Now's your chance to buy today's featured deals and much more. To start your order, just open the camera on your cell phone, point it at the QR code on the screen, and open the link that pops up. You'll be taken to shopsocialtv.com, where you'll find today's deals plus other exciting products. While you're visiting shopsocialtv.com, be sure to explore the whole website and see everything we have to offer. Connect with hosts and view our upcoming schedule. Subscribe to our email newsletter so you never miss a show. Click on the QR code and start shopping with friends today.
All right, folks, and that was a little bit on how to order using the QR code. All the kids are doing it these days. You got to get with it. That's how it's happening. It's very fast. It's very, very easy to get your orders and get exactly what you want. I mean, I don't know about you personally, but I'm kind of at the point in my life where I just don't want to talk to anybody. You know what I mean? So that's the easy way to do it. All right. Now, we're moving on to our Maxa lights here. And this is another product we saw for the first time last week. And I'm going to tell you right now, people were on fire for these because these are absolutely gorgeous. Now, these are a 2-pack, and you're getting your choice of colors with these. You've got the black, you've got the white, you've got the brown, or you've got that wood look. And the brown is kind of almost like a bronze color. So black, white, that's your brown. And then you've got this wood color back here, which I just think is so cool. Now, what makes these so special? Because you are getting a 2-pack for these. Well, these aren't just any solar lights. These are not just solar lights that you throw down on the ground. Not to say you can't use them flat on the ground if you want to, but these are specifically made to be post lights, okay? These are post lights. So all you have to do is take these and put them on top of a fence post. You can put them on top of a railing. You know, if you've got a gate, you can, like I have some cattle gates at some property I own, and I've actually got these on either corner of it, and they look absolutely spectacular when they're up there, and they throw off a tremendous amount of light. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. I'll bring these lights down, but here's what makes these really, really special, okay? They come with a couple of adapters that are going to allow you to either put them on a wood post, because those are bigger, or on a PVC post, which is smaller, all right? The other thing about these is that they have a giant solar panel on top of them right there. So these are going to collect light. There's nothing you have to do. No timers that you have to worry about. You never have to turn them on. You never have to turn them off. None of that has to happen, okay? These self-regulate, which means that at night they're going to come on. During the daytime, they're going to tell them turn themselves off. But here's the other cool thing. These are real glass, okay? So can you hear that? That is a big, big deal. And the reason for that is the reflections that come off of these. When I'm about to turn off my lights, you're going to see, you're going to be amazed. Now, they're $49.95. You're going to get a set of 2 of these in your choice of that color, the black, the white, the brown, or the wood that we've got back here in the back. I'm kind of partial to that wood one. I think that one's super cool. All right, but you've got your choice on these of whichever one you want. You are going to receive 2 of them with the mounting brackets. They're going to put them on that post as well. I'm going to bring the lights down in the studio, okay? I'm just going to warn, there's people moving around over here. I just want them to know the lights are coming down here. And I want you to see what these look like when they come on, because the pattern that these throw off is absolutely incredible the way they look. Now this one is actually getting some light off of the post over here, so they're having a hard time turning on because they're sensing there's light from other places. But just so you could see how beautiful these look, and look at the pattern that these throw on the ground. Can you see that? And that's because these are real glass. That's the big deal right there. Look at the one that's on the fence post over here. I want you to see that, how amazing that looks on the top of the stairs right there. And it's throwing off a lot of light. As you can see in my hand here, we've got that beautiful pattern that's coming off of this. And again, this is all real glass on here, okay? This is not plastic, so you're getting a really, really well-made, really nice quality product when you buy these from us here at the Shop Social TV. But again, your choice, you're going to get 2 of them. Now, the other thing about these I'll say is don't be afraid to just put these on a tabletop and use them as a centerpiece. If you're having people come over, you could 100% do that. No problems there, all right? These are a great addition to anybody's home. They look wonderful outside. And people are like, well, why in the world do we want to have these outside of our house? Well, you know what? Not only do they look good, it's safety and security, okay? Because think about this. When you come home late at night, there's nothing like having that light welcome you home. That beautiful, beautiful warm glow coming off of these as you can come home. And you can see we've got every single light off in the studio here, and you can see how beautiful these are, the beautiful pattern that these are throwing down here. I just absolutely love that. You know, a lot of people specifically will buy lights with it like that for this reason. Now, I'm going to show you this light right here. And this is, believe it or not, this light is actually on. You can barely see this at all. And it throws a little bit of pattern on the ground as well. But here's the thing. This one is actually made of plastic, and you don't get nearly as nice a pattern. The pattern that's on the Maxa lights, we call it a wave pattern because it gives you that flow to the glass, and that's just a natural property of the glass. You don't get that with plastic, okay? You don't get that reflection, that refraction. That's what happens when you've got real glass on there. When you have these other stick lights like this, all these guys do is they throw a little tiny circle of light down on the ground, but the plastic on this cannot possibly do the job that you're going to get when you have a light like your Maxa with the real glass inside of it, you know. Now the question is, where are you going to put yours? You know, and actually, folks, I'm going to encourage everybody out there. You know, one of the reasons we call this Shop Social TV is that we're also simulcasting on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. So if you're on there, get in the chat. Talk to us. Ask us questions. You know, ask me questions. Make comments. Talk to each other. We want you to shop with friends. We want you to get used to shopping this way. And, you know, the thing about these lights here is I'd like to know, where would you use these? Now, me, I told you about my fence post. I love them on a top of a staircase. Mailbox. You could literally put one of these on the top of your mailbox. And you know what? I like that idea a lot because a lot of times people drive down the street at night, especially if you live on a street without street lights like I do, people can't find your house, okay? But if you've got one of these on your mailbox, you usually have numbers on the mailbox, that's going to make it super easy for people to find you when they're coming down the street. The other thing I was starting to talk about earlier, we're talking about safety and security with these, and I was talking about how nice it feels to come home to a house that's got lights on. But here's the other part of that as well, okay? It keeps the bad people away from your house, okay? You know, I don't talk about this often. I worked in law enforcement for 23 years. I can tell you for a fact that if there's lights on someplace, the criminals are going to try and stay away from there, okay? They don't want to go someplace where you can see them, where they can be recognized, where they're going to lose that element of surprise. That's why they don't like to have lights like this out there. Because you know what? These don't look like solar lights. If you're a distance away from these, and they have a really nice warm white, on camera it kind of looks a little bit yellow. It's not. It's a warm white light, okay? It's not like that blue harsh sunlight. It's a warm light. And you can see right there, great shot of all the different colors that we've got for you right there. The two on the end, I didn't turn them on. Actually, I didn't charge them. So that's why those aren't really lighting up. But you could just see right there all the great choices that you get with these lights. And it's so much, you know, a lot of people come to me and go, hey, Lou, for this price, I could buy like 10 of these little cheap plastic ones. You know, well, yeah, you could, but they don't do the job. They look like they're cheap plastic solar lights. The Maxa lights, in no way, shape, or form do these look like they're inexpensive lights, okay? These are quality. And I was starting to say, like, if you look at the one that's on top of this fence post, doesn't it look like it's wired? Like you hired an electrician to come out there and wire this in there for you? That's what it looks like to me, because even the amount of light that this throws off. You remember back years ago when we first started selling LED lights and people would get them and they'd be so disappointed. They'd be like, wow, I really thought that they were going to be brighter. We didn't have the power back then. We didn't have the capabilities. We didn't have the advancements in LED technology that we have now. Maxa's at the forefront of this. They really, really spend their money on their R&D to make sure that they're getting the absolute best. And every part of this has been thought out. And the other thing about this, too, is if you look at the base on this, okay, you can see what size that base is on there. We give you an adapter so that it will fit not only on a big wooden fence post like these, and it looks amazing on those as well, but it also fit on your PVC fence posts, on your mailbox, on your gates and things like that. You can absolutely put this up there. You do need that adapter. We give it to you. We also give you the mounting hardware with this as well. So you're going to get the screws. These actually do screw in to either the PVC or the wood, so you don't have to worry about somebody stealing these from you, okay? I'm going to turn the lights back on real quick just so everybody out there can get another look at what they look like, get the patterns on these, and kind of make a decision what you're interested in buying here. You know, which ones do you think you want? You know, you've got your choice between the black, we've got the wood, we've got the beautiful white. You're getting two no matter what you buy. The other white one is sitting on the fence post over here, and you're also going to get that brown right there. So really what it comes down to is, you know, what's your decor like? Are you going to try to be matchy-matchy? Are you going to kind of contrast? You know, do you want the wood to go with the wood? You know, mine are the brown color. It's kind of almost like a bronze, metallic brown that's on there. And they look absolutely amazing on my fence. The two of them that are on there. Actually, I forgot about that. I've got two different gates, and there's 2 and 2. 2 on one gate on either side, 2 on the other gate on the other side, and they look absolutely amazing. A lot of people have PVC fences and things like that. They're going to go for the white because that's going to completely blend in there. Liking the wood pattern on this. You know, it's funny too because it's a really unique wood pattern in each one of them. It's not a repeat thing, so they really do look like they're real. And then of course you've got that classy black on the end right here. You know, look at those. And remember, the lenses on these are all glass, and that's a big deal because if you've ever gone to a store and you've seen, you know, the set of 100 of these for $5, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. First of all, it's a mystery metal. You don't even know what that is, number one. Number two, it's plastic. So you're getting like things that are going to corrode, they're going to rust, they're going to, you know, this plastic over time actually, kind of like the headlights on a car, they start to get that haze on them and they stop working, okay? When you're talking about real glass on these, and by the way, the body on these is plastic, but there was a reason for that, because if you've ever seen the metal ones, they don't last very long outside because of the elements, because of the rain. The plastic is going to last a very, very long time. It's a very high quality, it's very thick plastic that's on here, but they put that glass in there, and that's the big thing. You're getting beautiful glass lenses. Now, when you get them home, you're going to run outside and put them on that fence or on your mailbox or wherever they're going to be going. Even if you just set them on the floor on your deck or on a staircase, they look absolutely phenomenal. And you're going to be amazed at how much light comes off of these. I actually do like the idea. I'm going to turn the lights off again. I like the idea of using this as a centerpiece. Let's say you had people coming over for a party or something and you wanted to put these out there. 100% you could do that. Put these lights on that tabletop and you get this amazing look from these. It really is beautiful. Just the quality of the light that comes off of them, but then this pattern. Imagine this on a table. And notice as I raise this up, how that pattern spreads out. And notice how some of the lights go off because they're getting hit by the light. This is so bright, it's turning the other ones off that are around it here. But you just get the most amazing pattern of light. And that's what it's really all about. You know, let's face it. When the lights go down and the solar lights take over, you want them to look good. You don't want them to look cheap. You don't want them to look fake. You know, outside of our house should be an oasis. We should be able to go in our backyard. We should be able to walk up to our house and feel like, yes, I'm home. Yes, I love the way my house looks. And this guy right here, I keep showing you this. Look at that light, the quality of the light and that pattern that comes off of this. I mean, it really does a beautiful. It's actually throwing it on the walls back here too, which is amazing, okay? Because it is that bright. So as I like to say with solar lights, there's no hiring, there's no wiring. You don't have to get an electrician out there. You're not digging any trenches. You know, quite frankly, if it's on a fence post, I'd be curious to see. I've seen people do it where they actually drill through the fence post, or they like punch a hole in the bottom and go up to the top. That's a lot of work, guys. This is so easy. Literally, you just take it and place it on there. You know, let's go back to the one up here on the fence post real quick, because I just want to show everybody something. Notice the way that this literally just sits on top of there, and you can even see the hole right there where that screw is going to go. I'm going to show you something else. That's the adapter I've been talking about. So if you've got PVC, because it's a smaller diameter on this, you're going to put that on there first, right? And then you just place the light on top of it, and it looks absolutely perfect. It's absolutely seamless. Now, if you've got a wooden fence, you don't actually need that adapter because their posts tend to be bigger. It's like 3-inch versus 4-inch, okay? So you don't have to worry about that. So we got 1 minute left on this, guys. I want you to take advantage of this deal right now. $49.95, your choice of either the black, the wood. I'm going to turn the lights back on so you can see them. We got the white and we've got the brown, okay? And you're going to get 2 of these when you buy these, okay? That's important to know. With the adapters, with the mounting hardware, with all that, you're getting the glass lenses. You're getting that giant monocrystalline solar panel on top right there. So these are going to be fantastic. You're going to absolutely love these, okay? We're going to move on in just a few moments to our next item. Take advantage of this deal today, please. You know, look at the URL down there, that website. Go to that and order. By the way, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee in everything that you buy from us here, okay? We take all major credit cards, so no risk shopping. You know, as it says right there on the screen, scan it and buy it. Just use that QR code, go to the item, and just make your selection of whatever color you want. All right, we're going to move on to our next great item here on Shop Social TV. And this one right here is something really, really cool that I actually use in my house, okay? This is from a company called Origami. You've probably seen us sell some of their other products out here on our show. And these particular ones are made, you don't have to have origami furniture to use these. All you have to do is mount them inside of a cabinet. And because, you know, a lot of times there are cabinets that are very low and very deep. And it's very hard to get in there and get out everything that you need. Well, I'm going to show you how you can easily add these to any cabinet. And we give you the mounting hardware for these. Can you pick that up? You want me to pick it up for you? You got it? Okay. We're just moving some things around out here. You know, folks, here at Shop Social TV, we're lean and we're mean. That's how we function, all right? So let me show you guys what we're talking about here, because these are really, really cool, all right? And this really changed the way that we did things in our house. So we actually have these in our laundry room, and kind of like this, where we've got that drawer that's full of not a drawer, but a cabinet that's full of all kinds of stuff. And this will actually roll out like that. Now I'm standing behind it, pushing it towards you. Ordinarily, it would be mounted inside the cabinet, and you'd be pulling it forward. But look at how that extends all the way out. I can go all the way out to the end like this, and just look at how far that comes out, okay? So it's going to make things a little bit easier for you, but guess what? We're not going to stop there. I'm going to show you something. Here's something cool about these. These are expandable, as you see right there. So they start out as 13 inches, and I'll show you this in just a second, how you can adjust them on the fly. But they will widen to 18 inches across, all the way out to 21 inches across. They are absolutely massive when you open them up all the way. So when you get these home, they're going to come with instructions. All right, we also give you the mounting hardware for these as well, which is going to show you a couple different ways that you can mount them. We give you the big 3M tape. This is the big sticky stuff right here, okay? And these are 2 big strips, and you're going to put them underneath the mounting brackets on the bottom, okay? So you can mount them that way. What I did, I broke out the drill, and we give you these little screws, and you can actually screw this into your cabinet, all right, which is amazing. Now watch this. This is what it looks like when you get it home, okay? So this is when we start, and it's 13 inches across. I can pull on the side right here and widen this out, and the first place it's going to stop right there, that's 13 inches now. See, what I did is I just pulled the sides out. Now it's 13 inches wide across, okay? But let's say I've got a really, really big cabinet. Boom. Or maybe I want to mount this on a shelf, and I'm going to pull it out from a shelf. Right there, that's 21 inches all the way across right that. So it's fully expandable, and this is how it works. It just slides out like that. So if I were in my house, I'd be over here, and I would just be pulling this out to bring things toward me to make it a little bit easier for me to get in and out of there. If I want to compact it down, all I do is just slide these in just like this. It's actually really simple to do. Look at that. Now I'm going to show you the bottom of this real quick just so you could see what that looks like right there. This is where the screw holes are. You can see them right there. So there's 2 mounting brackets on here. That's the base of this. That's what's holding this. And then you just put this inside your cabinet, screw it down if you want to. Use that 3M tape that we're giving you, and that just fits on there as well, as you can see. So that's real simple to do. These will hold up to 30 pounds, okay? So if you're going to put some stuff in there, you're thinking like, oh gosh, I don't know if it's going to hold everything I want. In ours, we've got a couple different types of soaps. We've got bleaches. We've got all sorts of cleaning products that are in ours, okay? We've got all kinds of different big heavy things that are in ours, and it handles it with absolutely no problem. And look at everything that's on this one here. We've got all kinds of car care products on here, wiper fluid, all sorts of things, and look at the way that just glides forward all the way out just like that, and then it just glides all the way back. And I'm gonna tell you what, I didn't think that was such a big deal until we actually installed this in our house. And then all of a sudden I was like, I can't live without these. Because honestly, to be able to just slide all the contents of your drawer out and or your cabinet and have it right there at your fingertips, it just makes such a big deal to be able to do that. Look at that. Just slide that all the way out. And now this is like the edge right back here is really where the edge of the cabinet would be. So you've got all of this sticking out there. Everything is presented to you. It's easy to see. You don't have to like get a flashlight and get on your hands and knees and look into the cabinet. There's none of that. And these are only $69.99. You're going to get a 2-pack of these when you buy them. Okay, so you're getting 2. You're not just getting 1. You're getting 2 of these. So you could have them 2 drawers side by side, put them in different rooms. Take a look at this here. This is a brilliant idea for a kitchen if you want to use this in a pantry to be able to slide things out. It's a weird thing. We just redid our kitchen again, and we get so excited over things like that where it's just more convenient for us. I love this. Look at how big you could put pots and pans. You could put your Instapot on here. You could put a stand mixer and pull that in and out, because I guarantee that doesn't weigh 30 pounds. Look at this. And it is screwed into the cabinet as well, and I've done it in a couple of our cabinets now, and it's really easy. Oh, did I say 30 pounds before? It has a 50-pound weight capacity, not 30. 50-pound weight capacity on there. Okay, this is actually my house. This is actually our laundry room. As you can tell on ours, we've got it down to the 13-inch width. I'm going to tell you, this is a game changer. How many times have I needed something that was way in the back of that, and I couldn't even see all the way back in there? I mean, I'm literally on my hands and knees with a flashlight, looking around in there, trying to find where something is. This is the way to do it. And at this price, $69.99, these are made of steel. You can see they've got this chrome finish on them. These look absolutely beautiful. Now, if you're just joining us again here at Shop Social TV, I'm going to show you one more time how these adjust, okay? Because again, you have 3 different measurements that you can do with this, okay? You can do, and by the way, they're very, very big front to back as well. It's going to be the entire length of your cabinet guaranteed, okay? But watch this. They're 13 inches when they start, right? If I need them to be a little bit wider because I want to accommodate some bigger things, and maybe I've got a bigger cabinet with a bigger door, all you do is just pull out like this. And you can see here on the front, there's these little wavy lines. It actually clicks into those just like this. So now I went from 13 inches, and right now we're at 18 inches, okay? So we've picked up a tremendous amount of real estate just doing that. But then if I want to go all the way, get the big, big one, boom. Pull this all the way out, all the way to the end, just like that. I'll pull this one out too. Now we're talking 21 inches of space. Look at the wingspan on this thing. I mean, that's a big, big space right there. That's for a big, big drawer, big cabinet rather. But you can slide stuff in and out of this. And I've actually seen people use these in closets and put them on a shelf so that they could have it slide in and out too. Because let's face it, you know what? The whole thing about bending down to find something, not a fan. Not a fan. My back's not a fan either, okay? If I could just stand there and pull it out and bring it to me, that's what I'm going to do, because, I'm getting older and I'm a little bit lazy. You know what I mean? I don't want to have to get down there on my hands and knees and do it that way. And these are tough, too, because, I just beat on these things. And when I open and close them, I literally beat on them. But look at all the stuff that you could put on these right there. Look at how convenient that is. Great for the bathroom, great for the kitchen, Gosh, you could even use these in the garage. If you've got cabinets in the garage, there's absolutely no reason why you couldn't use these out there as well. Kind of what we're doing over here. Cleaning supplies, really, really nice. And the steel on these is stainless. This is all stainless steel, which is kind of a big thing, because if you think about what you're keeping on these, you know, in environments where they might get wet, you know, you don't want them to start to corrode or anything like that. Stainless steel is going to put up that fight. Stainless steel is going to be, you know, what you want to use for that. Now, for those of you at home right now are going like, well, I don't even know how I'm going to mount these. We give you mounting hardware. You do get that 3M tape on here as well. So if you're like, I don't want to drill holes in my cabinets, don't have to. This is, let me tell you something about this stuff. This is the good stuff. When it says 3M on it, this is sticky, sticky, sticky. So when you put that in there, that's not going to come up, okay? Not going to come up. They do hold up to 50 pounds, as I mentioned. And here's the other thing, too. Origami, known for their folding furniture, which is why this is so cool that this opens and closes just by pulling the sides on this. They don't skimp on the wheels on any of their products. Now, these may not have wheels, but they do have ball bearings that slide these back and forth. And I'm going to tell you, this is silky, silky smooth. Up to 50 pounds of weight on here. And I don't think we've had 50 pounds on ours, but we've got a lot on there. And I want you just to see, I mean, this literally just glides back and forth, even with a weight on it. And then again, you go from that 13 inches, you can pull this out, we're at 18 inches, just like that, and then pull it out again, and you're gonna be at that maximum 21 inches there. And you just gotta pull it out until it clicks into place, boom. That's the whole thing right there. I mean, look at the difference between this one and the one next to it. This, I mean, this thing is absolutely massive right now. I just love this. You know, I never thought in my life I'd ever get excited about pantries and like a appliance garage in the kitchen. But I'm going to tell you something. I have developed a brand new appreciation for all these things. And I feel like at this price of $69.99 with free shipping, by the way, I feel like that's a great deal for something that's stainless steel, that's as versatile as this, and is, you know, dare I say, it's going to be a back saver, okay? That's a big deal. Now, how do you order from us if you're just joining us here at Shop Social TV? Well, you can use the URL that you see down below us there, shopsstv.com, or use the QR code. That's my personal preference, to use that QR code. We showed you a video a little bit while ago, probably see it again sometime this hour. But that QR code is easy to use. You just take out your phone, open the camera, point it at that QR code. You may have to zoom in on it, that's okay. You're gonna see a little web address pop up on your camera screen. It's very cool, actually. Press that. It takes you to the website, to the very item that you're watching at that exact moment, okay? So there's no fumbling around, there's no scrolling through pages, there's none of that. I mean, unless you want to look around, we got plenty of products on there, pages and pages of products, all kinds of stuff. But this is going to take you exactly to what you're looking at, what you want to buy right at that very moment, okay? Couldn't be any easier than that. And then, of course, we have all the usual stuff that you would expect to have from a retailer. We've got the 30-day money-back guarantee. We take all your major credit cards, okay? As soon as you buy something from us, you're going to get an email. You're going to get a notification saying, yes, we have received your order. As soon as your order goes into fulfillment, you're going to get a notice about that, and then you'll be able to track your order as it's coming to you. So you get all of those features. Look at these photos again. Let's see if this gives you any ideas about how you could use these origami adjustable, under cabinet adjustable drawers right here. Right there in the kitchen. I love this with the coffee cups on there. I mean, all your like coffee accoutrements for your coffee station. That's really cool. That's a great one right there. This is the one that blew my mind. When you start seeing the double boilers on there, you start seeing Instapots, you know, stand mixers, all the big kitchen electrics on here. That's a game changer. And then, of course, right here, I love this one too. You know, if you've got a cabinet that's really deep, you know, how much do you hate putting things that you use all the time toward the back, but sometimes you don't have a choice? This is going to bring everything in the back to the front. You're not going to have to go in there and climb on your hands and knees to get inside that cabinet. And then the next one here, this is a real one. This is from my house, and that is our laundry room. Kelly and I had this mounted in there, and it was really simple to put this in there. I put it in there, I drew a couple holes where I wanted to screw that in, and it went in real easy. That's been in there now for about a year. And it's absolutely been a game changer because we don't have to go in there. I'm not going in there and like reaching over everything to look for something. Here's the other thing too. The way this is set up right now, this is actually the front and this is the back. So if I'm reaching in here and I'm reaching for something back here, what are the chances I'm getting this bucket out of the back without knocking everything on here over? Pretty much zero is what I'm going to say, okay? But look at this. The way that I could just pull this right out, all the way out, and then just pick this straight up. And that's the difference. Because at that point, it's out of the cabinet. It is suspended in midair, right? because I've got this screwed down. And then when I'm done, I just push it back in. I close the cabinet door, out of sight, out of mind. You know, it's a funny thing. You'll forget that you have these until you use them. That's the cool thing about them, because there's so no fuss to put them in. Installation is a breeze. And once they're in there, you know, once they're in there, you're just going to be using them and just forget, you know, gosh, you know. I've actually got a garbage can that works the same way, where the whole thing slides out when I put stuff in it. And I love that too, because I'm not reaching over stuff. I'm not having to bend down and put my, you know, my back, which hates me bending down all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, but it doesn't like me doing that anymore. And then again, the adjustability on these. Remember, you're getting a 2-pack of these when you buy them today. People are like, oh man, he's beating on that thing. Yes, it's stainless steel. I can do that because these are tough. They're going to last. They're going to hold up to the elements. They're going to hold up to moisture in the bathroom. You know, anywhere you use these, you don't have to worry about it. So we've got about a minute and a half or so left on these guys. So if you're interested in these, they're $69.99 with free shipping and handling here on Shop Social TV. And I want you to take advantage of that today. Remember, we do have that 30-day money-back guarantee. We do take all your major credit cards, and you do get all your shipping information. You'll be amazed at how fast that happens. When you place an order, bam, that thing is on its way to you the next day. It's absolutely incredible how fast that is. You know, and that's the thing about us here at Shop Social TV. There's just a couple people walking around here right now because we are flying lean and mean. We try to save as much money as we can, pass the savings on to you to make sure that you're not only getting the best deals, but we feel like you shouldn't have to pay shipping unless, you know, we absolutely have to. And in this instance, we don't. All right. So take advantage of this right now. And remember, use the URL, the website that's listed on the screen right there, or that QR code. The QR code changes. It looks the same to you, but it doesn't look the same to your phone. It changes for every single item. So we make it as easy as we can for you to place orders with us. Because let's face it, the days of like talking to an automated operator and pressing buttons on your keypads, it's passé. You don't want that. Go to the website. You can actually read all the facts about the product, the weights, the dimensions, make your choice of colors. You can get all of that off the website. Okay, but we're going to move on now to our next item. This is a perennial favorite that people have been asking for. We'll be right back.
Much more. To start your order, just open the camera on your cell phone, point it at the QR code on the screen, and open the link that pops up. You'll be taken to shopsocialtv.com, where you'll find today's deals plus other exciting products. While you're visiting shopsocialtv.com, be sure to explore the whole website and see everything we have to offer. Connect with hosts and view our upcoming schedule. Subscribe to our email newsletter so you never miss a show. Click on the QR code and start shopping with friends today.
All right, folks, and welcome back in here to Shop Social TV. My name's Lou Caputo, and this is Joni Ann Newton. She is the inventor of what we're about to present next, which is the Hopple bins. These have been on fire. People have been asking for these because not only are they beautiful, they're incredibly functional, they're well made. And I'm not going to say anything else about them, Joni. Tell us about them.
Wow. Well, thank you for having me again.
You're welcome.
And they are. Hopple is the premium of soft-sided storage. So I'm so excited to be here with you tonight because A, I want to explain why this is the best, and I want to inspire you to get organized. Yeah, why don't we just get
Let's
started?
show everybody, we're going to show you how they work first, and then we're going to go through the colors and the size choices, because you have a choice of sizes tonight.
Yeah, so once we understand what it is and how it works, then we'll kind of go through our offer, because we have a lot of beautiful choices.
We do.
So it arrives flat packed. It's a collapsible, soft-sided storage bin. All right, so when you get it home, you're going to unzip it, and you're simply, I'm going to show you this, see if you can see it in the camera, you're going to pull up. And as you can see, there are these steel bars here.
Oh yeah, we could totally see that.
And it's the frame, and you just simply push those into the edges. Once you do that,
look at that.
You have 55 pounds of weight capacity.
Wow.
That's a big deal. On top, stackable, because these are collapsible, but they're also stackable. So we've got vertical storage, right?
I love
55 pounds. Now the industry standard gives you this.
Yeah.
And it's 20 to 25 pounds. So at Hopple, we've more than doubled that.
Yeah, and which is absolutely kind of amazing how well these are made. What are the other features on this that makes these different?
So we've got the 600 denier, which is, this is 240.
Yeah,
so that's
very
nice.
thick.
We've got the really fashionable options, which we're going to go over in a minute. You've got the full loading, right, with the nice zipper pulls and the industrial zipper.
And that's on top.
Yep, on top to easily load it. But then we've given you a non-yellowing PVC window to see the contents inside. And if you have these high on a shelf, or you have them stacked, you don't have to take A, B, or C down to get what's inside.
Nice.
You just pick where it is, open it up. Now, this is the widest part because these are rectangles, right? So say you don't have quite enough room,
right,
and you need to store one the skinnier way. We gave you another non-yellowing PVC window and a zipper access.
I love that.
So very good. MDF bottom. So this is paperboard, right?
Right.
So what happens? It bows and bends.
Yeah,
it could
it'll
never
bend.
support that 55 pounds. So we gave you MDF so that it can support it.
Yeah, and if you don't know what that means, MDF is a medium density fiberboard. They actually build furniture out of it, okay? So you're getting a nice thick piece on the bottom of this that's gonna help support that 55 pounds. Now, here's the thing. When you buy these today, you're gonna make two choices. You're gonna choose the size you want, and you're gonna choose the pattern that you want. So let's show everybody, real quick, let's show them the sizes first. I feel like we should do that.
No problem.
Those are over here against the wall, so we'll just wait a second for those. And you'll see right away the differences, because you're going to get a choice between small, medium, large, and extra large, and the corner piece, okay, which is really kind of cool. So there they are. They're coming up in just a second. There they are. So why don't you walk everybody through this and explain this thing?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to start over here with the corner bin. I don't want to block it. This is my design. So Hopple is the only one that offers this corner. It fits perfectly into the corner. So in your closet, in those deep, dark spaces, because you have clothes hanging, you can actually see and maximize that space. Or if you don't have a lot of closet space, you can pick any corner in your bedroom or bathroom and go vertical with them. So they're great. They also, because they're a pie shape, you can create a circle and make a table.
And how much is that one?
So I'm not sure. We got to look at the corner here. It's $44.99 for the 2-pack, because you're always getting 2. And this is this holds 14.5 gallons. Okay?
Okay.
So then moving on to the extra large. This is one of the best selling sizes that Hopple has. This is our biggest one. They hold 21 gallons each. Remember, you're always getting 2. And the extra large is $49.99. So that's an incredible value, because in a little bit we're going to show you just what this extra large bin can hold. And it's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
it's pretty great. Okay, the large, this is the #1 selling bin in Hopple. I think just because it's the go-to for everything.
Yeah.
But it holds 16 gallons. You're getting 2 of them. And the large is $44.99.
$44.99 on the large.
Yeah, and free shipping.
And free shipping,
yeah,
that's right.
That's fantastic. Now the medium, this is a great one. This is 12 gallons, but the reason I love the medium is because it perfectly stacks
right
on top of the large. Same footprint.
Yeah.
The large is 13 inches tall.
I love that.
And the medium is 9 inches tall. So you're getting 16 gallons with the large.
You're getting
and
2.
You're getting 12 gallons with the medium. But
Right, and
yes,
the medium is $42.99 for a 2-pack on those.
Thank you for that, Lou.
You're welcome.
And then the small, the cute little small one, these hold 6.5 gallons each.
Right.
These are great for smaller things.
Yeah.
So really we have one for every closet. What's the price on the small?
So $34.99. So for the smallest one, it's $34.99 for a 2-pack. For the medium size, it's $42.99 for a 2-pack. For the large size, you're paying $44.99 for a 2-pack. For the extra large, which is the big one right here, you're getting 2 of those for $49.99. And then the 2 corner units, which I actually have at my house, we got 2 of these. These are $44.99. So here are the choices. Now, those, and by the way, let's tell everybody what that water jug is about.
So this is a full water jug. Those bubblers that you have to lift up and put on, it's filled to the top. It's never been open. It weighs 50 pounds. This is showing you that every bin here, without anything inside, supports 55 pounds of weight capacity.
And that's
even
the small. Yeah,
yeah,
that's the small size right there, which again, the 2-pack on that is $34.99. So you're talking about something that's made incredibly well. It's incredibly useful, but it's also incredibly beautiful. We're going to head back to the table because I want everybody to see all the beautiful styles that you can choose from. So come on in here.
So now if you've picked which 2-pack you want, or hopefully more than one, right? Then you get to pick which colors you want.
Here you go.
All right, so the first one is denim, and it's not denim like the denim jeans because that's really heavy. It is still 600 denier with the PVC backing, but we did a great job of making it look like denim.
Yeah.
And these were designed to mix and match. So consider that if you're looking at multiple 2-packs, you may want his and her in your closet or something like that.
Yeah, exactly that.
Love the denim. Then we have, this is one of your favorite, Lou.
Ah,
this
the
is
limoncello.
the lemon zest.
Oh.
I think we're going to rename it limoncello just for Lou over here.
I love that.
Because he's super inspired by the brightness, but he loves the limoncello. And look how beautiful they go together.
Isn't that amazing?
So fun. It really kind of makes the yellow pop even more.
Yeah, it does.
Then the third one in the Amalfi Coast collection is the Italian mosaic. Really classic tile print. It's got the yellows and blues, but it looks great with light blue walls. So if you've got light blue decor, you'll love this one. And again, you can see how fun it is with the denim.
Yeah, I love that.
Then
This is the one we have.
Yeah, it's a really great one. So this is the other collection. So we did lemons and then we did bees. So this is a printed bee and it's on a very neutral kind of buttery color. And then you've got like this saffron bees. They're all directionally going up and down. So you're not going to run into, oh, I got an off one where my bees are upside down on the back or the side. You're not going to deal with that.
Yeah.
Looks really cool with the denim as well. Okay. Then we've got two where we kept the price the same, even though these are more expensive. We kept the price with the lower ones. This is a jacquard.
That's really pretty.
I love it. This is really elevated. This looks great with, you know, your origami racks, TVs, electronics, entertainment centers. If you don't know what jacquard is, this is not printed or stamped on.
No.
This is actually woven on a loom to create that honeycomb and bee pattern. So really rich.
Did you, I'm sorry, I think I just disappeared for a second in my mind. Did you explain to everybody how important it is to get that pattern where the bees are all facing in the same direction?
Yeah.
Because I never knew this.
Yeah, no. So if you notice, there's a lot of cut and sew on here to create this bin. And you have to make what's called a paper pattern.
Right.
And when you're placing the paper pattern, you have many people cutting them out. And then they have to sew them together. It is a lot of work to get everybody to cut and sew and make sure it's always directional, because there's probably 30 or 40 hands that are touching this.
Yeah.
You know, through the manufacturer.
Yeah, it's not just one person that's doing all of it.
It is, yeah. Thank you for bringing that up, because it's a really big deal, and it's
and then
why it's the
your
best.
last choice.
Then the last choice. This looks like leather. It's vegan leather. I call it vegan leather, which is a polyurethane. It's a faux leather, but it's quilted. And instead of just being stamped, we actually have stitching in there.
That's a big thing, because when I actually thought when I first saw this that it was real leather, number one, because it really feels like it too. I don't know how they do that exactly, but it really feels like real leather. But then that stitching threw me, because it's real stitching. I thought it was.
Think about that work.
Yeah, I thought it was printed, but then when I looked at this, I realized all of a sudden that was the real deal. All that stitching. By the way, real quick. I want to talk to a couple of people that have been watching us here on Facebook. Yeah, we got a bunch of people on here asking questions, saying things. So our friend Brenda wants to know if you can use this on sterling silver cutlery. Absolutely, you can, as long as it's not plated. If it's real sterling silver, you absolutely can. And that was the Earth Bright I'm talking about right there. I'm getting back to that. Then let's see who else. Our friend Judy said hello. Hello, Judy. We had Beth. She loves everything multi-purpose. Again, talking about the Earth Bright there. Our friend Jim said that it was the best cleaner ever. And then, of course, our friend Charlene just wanted to tune in and say hello, guys. And that's what we love to see, is people are out there talking to us. So let's show some more amazing demonstrations with these bins. Because, guys, I'm going to tell you something. These are a game changer. If you're used to, like, you throwing your stuff in a garbage bag or something, or getting those plastic canvas bins that have, like, the plastic on top, the yellows, these step up, upgrade, big time.
Yeah, and you can see these handles, guys. They're not the low handles. These are hook and loop. So when you're not using them, they're flush away.
Yep.
But you can really hold the 55 pounds in here. I'm featuring here the extra large. Do you see how it's pluming up? Now, when you have hard storage, you can't do that.
No, you
if
can't
they
overstuff at all.
it, that's it. You're not putting the lid on.
You're done.
All right? And no bugs, no dust mites, nothing is getting in here. So I'm going to unzip this. And inside the extra large, now remember, when you buy the extra large, you're getting 2 for $49.99, right? 2 of these. You can fit full-size quality pillows in here. So I'm going to take this out.
There's one. There's one pillow.
2.
There's 2 pillows.
3.
These are big pillows, big fluffy ones too.
4.
Okay. Now, I want everybody to see something. Notice how I'm just about disappearing behind these because they're so big. There's so many, and yet they fit inside. And which size is that? That's
this
the
is
extra
the
large?
extra large,
The extra
21
large.
gallons. But if this is in your closet, it's a mess.
Yeah.
You're trying to close the door. They're falling on you. It's a mess.
Yep, and you're getting $49.99 for these, for the 2-pack of the extra large. Massive storage with these right here. Free shipping and handling as well. A 30-day money-back guarantee, and we take all major credit cards. Real easy.
Love that, Lou. And see, guys, there is a mesh pocket in here. You're probably wondering what that is.
I love that too.
When you store your sweaters or your linens or your comforters in here, slip a mesh sachet, put a bar of soap, a dryer sheet, whatever, and everything will stay smelling beautifully.
Yeah, I mean, these are just so well done. They're so well thought out. You know what? Let's do this too. Let's put these back in.
Yeah.
Watch how easy this part is too. This is the part that blew my mind. If you ever had to sit on a piece of luggage to close it, that is not the case with these at all. These Hopple bins are really incredible.
You don't have to be worried. You don't have to worry about the zippers. They're super strong, and they just zip up. Nothing snags.
Every component on these, when you get these home, you're going to be so impressed by them. By the way, the poles on these are vegan leather as well.
And
even though see, you and your vegan leather, you always it always tricks me. I always think it's real because they look so good. So watch this. Look how easy these are to open and close. I mean, really super simple, and they glide too. They glide. I mean, like
two, right?
It almost feels like if you've ever seen a zipper and somebody put soap on it to make it move easier. These are just moving just that way without doing a darn thing to them. Hey, can we do the thing where we show like why this one is inferior?
I love that. Absolutely. So let's take the industry standard. This is the industry standard. The industry thinks that you want when you invest in soft storage. And we're going to build this. So remember, this weight capacity is 20 to 25 pounds, right? And that's because these bars are super thin compared to Hopple's
You'll see the difference like that.
Now, the PVC, you're going to see this. This is not non-yellowing. PVC is not all
and it's
created
thin.
equal.
This is super thin.
It's wrinkly, right?
Yeah, it is wrinkly.
So the reason I went with a thicker 25S PVC that's crystal clear is 10 years from now, when you still have your Hopple bins, I want you to be able to see through them. But if you were to collapse this and fold this down, I didn't want this to crease and wrinkle like this one. So that was really important. Two, see these handles, this frame is already bending. And it's mainly because your handle's here.
And there's no weight on it.
Yeah, and your hand is here.
Oh.
So with my hands, I wanted to move the handle up, and I wanted you to really be able to put your
pick it up.
hand
Well,
in
here's the other thing too. If you look at this, look how my hand
fits.
barely fits underneath this. Like, it is pressing hard against the fabric. Take a look at the Hopple, and I want you to see, I could put my whole hand through there. I mean, that's a big difference. So now when I'm grabbing this like this, I've got room for my whole hand. When I'm grabbing this other one here, the industry standard, okay, this thing, I feel like I could rip these handles right off of here. I probably could.
And if you look inside, I mean, it's not stitched down. They just got this little sew.
You know what's funny too is like I can totally like see like a shadow puppet show through the back of this thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
from the light.
240. Yeah, you can see right through it.
I mean, it's like
PVC,
paper thin. Yeah, these are.
It's wrinkled.
I mean, they're trash. They really are.
So yeah, not that I'm trying to destroy anybody, but
no,
this
but I mean,
is just where the industry is.
But I think people need to know what they're getting here. Okay, when you're buying a Hopple, you're buying the best of the best. You're buying something that uses only premium, components to it, and that has been thought through so that it's going to be able to support. I love the fact that you put 55 pounds on top of one of these because then I can stack them. You know what I mean? There's a lot of them out there that I wouldn't even dare try to stack anything on top. Maybe 2 at the most. Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
With like silk inside.
All right. So real quick reminder. Let's take a look at the. Kelly's already got it set up. There we go. So those are your choices right there. You're looking at the corner unit on the very far left right there. That one is $44.99. Next to that is the extra large. That one's $49.99. Then we've got the large size next to that. That one is $44.99, the medium, and these are all 2-packs, $42.99, and then the small 2-pack is going to be $34.99. These are cavernous. These are incredibly well made. You're going to feel right away the thickness inside of each one of these, so you're going to know right away that you're getting a quality product. Where are the blankets?
Yeah,
the blankets,
they're right here.
Here we go.
You love this
I
one.
love the blankets.
So if you guys are trying to figure out what size, we showed you the extra large for the pillows, right?
Yep.
This is the large. And there's a reason that this is
is
our number
crazy.
one. So in here, we have, if you can believe it or not, we have 2 queen down comforters in here. And we can actually fit king. I just didn't have them. But I just want you to show what a workhorse. Because we all have these, but where do we put these?
And these big down ones, man, they take up a lot of space.
They take up so much room, and they take up so much room in your closet as well.
Yeah.
So now,
look at
you
this.
know you're going to get 2 of these. 2 of these bins
Wow.
for $44.99.
Isn't that amazing?
You could do a whole comforter set, or if you have a bed in a bag or anything like that, it will fit in.
For the guest, so I like this because we have a guest bedroom at home, and actually I don't even know if we have any more of these. We need to get some more because all of the stuff that goes on that guest bed, because it's a pull-out. So there's comforters, there's like a topper, there's pillows, you know what I mean? And that right now it's just sitting on a shelf, and every time I open up the closet door, I'm like,
it's like, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't want it to like cave in on me here. So, that's just one of the things you can do with these. I mean, you're going to have like all sorts of space now, all sorts of organization that you can do. Look at you getting all neat here. Usually you just jam them in there.
I know. I'm just showing you that they come out and go in just as easy.
All right, so we went through the sizes a second ago. Once we get this one back in here, we're going to go through the colors or the styles again, okay? Because remember, you're buying a 2-pack in the various sizes you see on the side of the screen right here with that pricing, okay? So what you're going to do also is you're going to have 2 choices: choice of size, choice of color, okay, in the pattern. So I'm going to grab these that are sitting back here. I'm here to help. All right, so here we go. And I may have messed up the order, but All right.
Nope, we've got the denim here. It is a denim look. They are meant to mix and match, and this looks awesome. So this is probably one of my #1 selling options right now. So we've got the denim. Then we have the lemon zest. Lemons are real. I'm sorry, we got to just start calling it or change it on your website. Limoncello. This print was created by me, but it's a very traditional look, especially in Italy.
That's super cool. Then the Amalfi.
Yep. So this is your Italian mosaic tile. If you want something more, what would you say? Yeah,
a little fancier, a little more.
Right. This is like a medallion type look to it.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Then
Do you want this one next?
Yeah, we can do this one. So this is the embossed vegan leather. So this adds a lot of texture. It is quilted, and it's created with stitching to give you that quilting look. Yeah. And it is on all sides.
That is super cool.
Really, really nice.
Love that stitching. Oh, then the bees.
My personal favorite, this is a jacquard. This one is not a canvas. It's actually a thick polyester, but a jacquard is made on a loom. So the gold thread is woven in to create this beautiful honeycomb with the bees inside.
You got all fancy with these.
I know. Well, I'm proud of that because I wanted to make this storage stand out.
Yeah.
And then finally, we have a really sweet, kind of innocent printed bee as well. Very classic. It goes with a lot of decor.
Yeah, and people go crazy for these simply because once you see them, you see the demonstrations, you can see how much you can put in them, how well they're made, and the prices on these. Honestly, for what we're charging today with free shipping and handling, you could go get some of those competitive ones, the inferior ones, and you're not going to be, impressed. You're not going to be happy. And, it's like my dad used to tell me all the time. You can either buy well or you can buy often, okay?
Love that.
This is buying well. When you buy Hopple, you're going to use these for years and years. Let's look at the sizes one more time, just because I want you to understand. You see the pricing over there on the side of the screen. That's what we're talking about right there. By the way, let's take a look at that. There you go. That water bottle that you see right there, just real quick, the reason that's sitting on there, that weighs 50 pounds. That is a 50-pound unopened bottle of water from a bubbler. And you can see right there how it's sitting on top of a small Hopple with nothing inside of it, and it's easily handling that weight. We just wanted everybody to be able to see that it can handle that weight as well. And then the other thing is you just got to decide what size you want to get, okay? You've got a choice between the small, medium, large, extra large, and then you've got the corner pieces, and there they all are right there. Let's go through those real quick, just so people could see the difference in the size right there. Look at that. And they look so good, too. So the small is going to be a 2-pack is $34.99. A 2-pack in the medium is going to be $42.99. A 2-pack of the large is going to be $44.99. 2-pack of the extra large, the big beefy ones, $49.99. That's for 2. And then the 2-pack of the corner units, which I love, they're going to be $44.99. So lots of choices here to make, guys. Not anything hard, though. You know what you like. You know what you want. Just think about what size you need to get whatever organization you need to get done, and pick out your favorite pattern right there. I don't know which one's my favorite anymore, because I was really partial to the bees. But now that denim is starting to talk to me.
Yeah.
Now, Kelly wants to show them stacked. You mean like the ones behind us here, Kel?
Yeah, no, I can show them stacked. Thank you for bringing that up. It's really important. So what I like to do is,
we're going to go over
especially
here
with the colors, is that okay?
No, yeah,
or you want to stack them up?
Yeah.
So they're going to stack high.
Take them to the table, please.
Okay.
We're going to bring them on the table over here.
I've got it. So this is the extra large. All right, and this is the large. And I think this is great to show it stacked because you can kind of get an idea of the size and what you're going to need.
Right.
All right?
Yeah, and you can see how well they sit on top of each other. Remember, 55-pound weight capacity on the top of these.
Yeah, and you can go really high. So go vertical when you run out of space.
Okay,
right?
so here's the big thing, though. This is the medium on top. And this is the large, and I want you to notice how precisely they fit on top of each other, because the only difference between these two is the depth of them, okay? The medium and the large have the same exact footprint, just the large is deeper.
Yeah, so they go really, really well together. And don't negate the medium thinking, oh, it looks shallow. That's really great if you're going to store swimwear or hats
Look
or
at the
other
side
things
over here,
in there.
too. All these windows, all these openings. So if you're like me and you've got to put them on a shelf sideways like this, you still have access in there, which I think is amazing. You don't have to pull them out, turn them around, go through all that rigmarole. It's all there. Top, front, side. You've got all these different ways to get into these.
Yeah, and remember, the corner.
Yes?
The corner is exclusive to Hopple.
That's right.
I designed this, so there is no other there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So it's not available anywhere else. There's no other soft-sided storage brand that has the corner.
Yeah. Like I could disappear
really
behind these because I mean they literally are that big.
I'm sorry. I have them on the table. We don't want to lose
we've got
you.
about 1 minute left. Tell me, give everybody your final thoughts on this. What is that? What are the things you want them to know going out the door?
Oh, thank you. Well, this really is the best of the best. And if you have a parking space for everything, you'll always find it and your life will go smoother. You won't be frantically running around. You can gift these. These are great for students going to college because you can carry everything in and put it back in the closet. Easy. Yeah.
We got a testimonial.
Oh, what's our testimonial?
So one of our customers, Charlene here, said that she just received the 2 small ones yesterday, and they're perfect for sheet sets. Thanks, Charlene. And she said she loves the little mesh pockets for the dryer sheet or sachet in the back there. And now she says, here's another good one. She says she has another brand like the Hopple bins, and there's just no comparison.
That is such wonderful feedback.
Thanks, Charlene. I love that.
Thank you so much
and I think
for
it's important for the people at home to hear this too, that people from last week have already gotten theirs, already shipped, they've already received them, they're already using them. So if you buy anything from us here at Shop Social TV, you need to know the shipping is fast, it's free, and you're going to have a 30-day money-back guarantee. All you got to do is use that URL on the screen, that website you see down there, or go to that QR code. That'll take you right to the page so you can make that. Just all you got to do with the Hopple is just choose what pattern you want and then just choose the size that you want. Okay, so we're getting ready to move on to our next item here in just a second. And this is my favorite part of the entire show. I know, we're laughing.
Am I joining?
You know why? Yes, you're joining. Joni's going to join me here. Let's take a walk over. These are the Boche coasters. Now, I'm going to tell you something about these guys, okay? These were a customer request that we bring them back tonight because so many people bought these the other day. And they were like, you know what? I want to buy more. I need another set of these. And that's what we're doing here today, is we're giving you that opportunity to get another set of these from us here. There we go. Okay, so let's take a look at these guys. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you, folks. It's going to take a little bit of a leap of faith from you to buy these, okay? And here's why. It's not because they don't work. It's because you're not going to believe that they work, okay? These use, and I'm going to show you what they look like. This is a Boche coaster right here, all right? Now, I'm going to do a terrible job of explaining to you how they work because it's like my microwave. I don't know how that works either.
Me either.
I just know that it does. But there's actually a QR code on each coaster that you can go to their website and it will give you the full explanation. But the long and short of it is that these actually it was invented by a doctor using quantum physics, okay? He relies on vibrations to change the way beverages taste. Now, when I say that, what I mean is, yeah, I know, right? What it's going to do, it has basis on the color. The specific color puts out a specific wave, a vibration, that's actually going to make drinks taste less bitter. They're not going to have a bite. They're going to taste incredibly smooth. Now, Joni Ann and I have both tried these. Do they work?
I can't say enough about it. I did not believe it.
Blew her mind the first time that she used these.
I still shook.
Here's the thing. Because we've tried them before, we decided to mix things up a little bit. So what we've done this time is we've got some different beverages out here than what we've tried before. Now, we've tried bourbon before, and it had different bourbon, but it had a dramatic effect on the bourbon. And so when you get these home, and you have a choice between a 2-pack and a 4-pack, the 2-pack is $24.99, the 4-pack is $39.99. If you're looking at that price going like, that seems a lot for coasters, guys, when you see what these can do, it is going to blow your mind. Now, here's how they work, okay? You put a glass of whatever beverage on here, and it could be glass, it could be ceramic, it doesn't matter. What we're going to do is a taste test. When you do the taste test, you want to drink the beverage that's been sitting on the Boche coaster first, and then drink the one that's not on the Boche coaster, okay? This has been sitting on here for a little while now, probably about 30 minutes or so, okay? You only have to let it sit on the coaster for 3 to 5 minutes to have the full effect.
When I brought it to bring to my family, we did like 3 or 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes, okay? Now, if I wanted to do a whole bottle of wine, I could. 10 minutes for a bottle of wine. So we're going to start with the bourbon. And by the way, because we've done this before, we know what the effect of this is. We're buying cheaper and cheaper bourbon as we go along.
Oh, that's right. Which it may not be as good.
Yeah, so we'll see. All right, so here's the, I mean, this is crazy cheap bourbon. Kelly, what do we buy? What do we pay for this? Because it's
$14.99.
$14.
$14.99 bourbon.
All right, let's see.
Enter at your own risk.
That's pretty good. I mean, for $14.99?
For $14.99. You know what I don't like about even $50 bourbon is when you first drink it.
The bite, the burn?
It burns.
Yeah.
It's alcohol. You have to have 2 drinks before, it goes down.
Well,
that already tastes like the 3rd drink,
doesn't it? Yeah. Speaking of the bite and the burn, here's the ones that have not been on the Boche coaster.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do it.
Really, we just do this so we can drink.
Yeah, the smell is different too.
Isn't it?
I mean, this tastes like gasoline. This is rocket fuel. That's unbelievable that it works on $14.99.
And made it taste like a much more expensive bourbon. That's the crazy thing. And by the way, it doesn't have to be bourbon. Could be tequila, could be rum, could be vodka, could be any alcohol that you want to put in there. But doesn't also have to be alcohol. For instance, we're going to do water now. Okay, now, a lot of people out there buy those expensive pitchers that filter the water to get rid of that chlorine taste that's in the water a lot of times, or the hard metal taste, or this smell of rotten eggs and all that. You put it on the Boche coaster, 3 to 5 minutes, and I'm going to give you a glass, and I'm going to take a glass, and this is tap water. By the way, it's Florida tap water, okay? So your expectations should be remarkably low.
Chlorine and all the above.
Now, when you smell this, right away, smells like
clean.
Spring water.
Yeah.
Triple filtered water at the very least.
I'm a water connoisseur, so.
I mean, that's just good water.
No, that's filtered.
Isn't that?
Like, not even once filtered. Would you say triple filtered?
Like triple filtered. Yeah. And this water came out of the tap.
Quality.
Across the hall here in the sink.
That's a little scary.
Yeah. Now, here's what the water really tastes like when you get it home.
I really don't like drinking tap water.
Nobody does, because it's, ugh. All right, here we go.
You taste the chlorine right away. Can't you taste that chlorine?
Yeah, it's weird. Boy, that bit me right away, too.
Yeah, and apparently, if you're going to we get this and try it at home.
I would never drink tap water here.
Yeah, I know. I don't think we should drink this.
Nasty stuff.
But you want to try, isn't this correct? You want to try the Boche one before.
You want to
your
taste,
palate's clean.
Exactly. Drink the Boche first, and then this one. By the way, this carafe that's back here, if I wanted to, I could do this entire carafe, just like I said with a bottle of wine. You set that on the coaster, and it sits there for 10 minutes. And that's going to work on that. Okay, now we're doing the wine. I know you like wine.
I love wine.
Okay, here we go.
But
now,
not $4.99 wine.
This is that $4 chuck. You know what I'm talking about? We went like really, really low on this. And here's why we did it too. Here's the one that's on the Boche for you.
Thank you.
And one off the Boche for me. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
We did this so that you don't have to buy expensive wine.
Okay.
So right away on the nose. Now let me see what this is. What is this? It's a California, it's a red blend. That's
This
really smooth.
is delicious.
It's really smooth. Isn't that crazy?
I
It
would
is-
just change it and lie.
Kelly says she's taking this bottle home now.
Yeah. Put it on the boche, though.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, let's see what it really tastes like though, because that's the weird thing. Now this one's been sitting on the boche for a while, so it's smoother. I mean, in your mouth, the mouthfeel is even different from this here.
I can't believe it works with a stemmed glass.
Isn't it great? Well, and it'll work through ceramic too. It's all about vibrations. I'm not going to pretend to understand that. I just know that it works. That's the big thing.
Yeah.
Okay, right off the bat, as soon as you smell it, right?
Yeah, there's a difference.
All right, let's see.
I wish there was smell-o-vision.
Ooh, see, wait till it gets to the back of your tongue.
Cheap.
Cheap red wine. But after
like
the
box
boche,
wine.
doesn't it? Mm-hmm. But after sitting on that boche, now here's one that I wanted to do tonight, just because I love to drink orange juice, but sometimes the problem with me and orange juice is I get that acidity off of it.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's a weird thing, like orange juice is sweet and bitter at the same time.
It is,
So
right?
let's, I don't know I don't know what the difference is going to be here, so this is going to be a genuine reaction from me. So let's drink the ones off the boche first.
Thank you.
Here's yours. Here's mine. These have been sitting on here for like 10 minutes or so. Smells like orange juice. That's a good sign. Okay.
That is delicious. You know what this tastes like? This tastes like they went and fresh squeezed it from some 5-star hotel.
Right? And that's the problem. You know what? That's a great point, because that's the problem with a lot of orange juices is that they're so processed and they're concentrated and they're all that stuff. And that's where they get that acidity and that bite, and then they add like sweeteners to it to make it. And this is just tastes like really good, fresh, natural orange juice. And I know for a fact that it's not. But so,
Yeah.
I love orange juice.
That is
Okay.
awesome.
Try this one now. This is the
Okay.
one that has
All
not
right.
been on the boche coaster.
This is like a regular brand at a grocery store, right?
So here's a weird thing. Smell it. I don't smell anything coming off of this one, but I do smell orange coming off of this one.
Yeah.
How?
That tastes really.
How is that even happening? All right.
Literally, yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's see.
Oh, it's not even close. This tastes real.
What? Yeah, I don't know what to say about this one.
I don't know.
It's like a lack of flavor. That's so weird, because usually I was thinking it was going to be
fake.
like, yeah, that is weird, folks. And here's the big deal about this, too. Think about what we've been talking about here. So we've tried the orange juice, right? You can buy cheap orange juice, make it taste like it's fresh squeezed. You can buy cheap bottled wine. This is a $4 bottle of wine, okay? It tastes so smooth. It's unbelievable after sitting on the boche. The water, if you're out there buying expensive bottled water, you're buying those filters, pitchers and things like that. This tastes like triple filtered water after it's been on the boche. And then the bourbon on the end here. Bourbon's expensive. I mean, if you want to get a decent bourbon, you're going to spend a lot of money. This just smooths that out so we can buy cheap. And you get a choice of either a 4-pack of these, which, you know, if you got friends, you might want to think about that. Those are $39.99. Or you get the 2-pack for $24.99. I asked the inventor of this, I said, you know, how long do these last? Do they ever wear out? And their answer to me was, they're going to last until you either lose them or someone steals them.
Or someone steals
That
them,
was
which
the
is
answer.
more.
Yeah. Now, you don't drink coffee, right?
No, I'm sorry. I
Okay.
can't. I
All right.
hate
I'm
it.
going to do this. And because we've had coffee out here before, my wife Kelly went out and she actually bought me a Spanish espresso. Okay.
Oh,
Is it Cuban? All right, it's Cuban cold brew espresso. Okay, so I'm going to take the one that's been sitting on here.
It's going to be bitter. Oh,
Has
maybe.
a wonderful smell. I'm going to tell you that right off the bat.
Oh, this is the boche one.
That's the
Okay.
boche one. So let me try this.
Let's see.
Ooh, that's really nice. You
Is
know what
that
that
nice?
tastes like? So there's nothing in this. What it tastes like is an iced coffee that's been sitting on ice. So it's got that like much smoother flavor. There's no, for an espresso, there is zero bitterness and there's no bite to this.
So let me ask you this, Lou.
Yes.
Is it so good that you don't need cream and sugar?
I
which
would
makes
drink that
the
just the way
coffee
that is.
unhealthy?
Yes. Ooh, I never thought about that. I would drink that just the way that is because it's so good. Now let me try
You
this
don't
one.
need to butter it up. Yeah.
The smell's different too. That's the thing that blows my mind, how the actual aroma changes as you go through this. Let me see this.
Yeah, it's bitter, right?
Oh,
That
God.
bites, doesn't it? It's probably why I hate coffee.
You know what it is? The aftertaste.
Yeah.
On
On
that
almost
one.
everything.
On almost everything, but especially the aftertaste on that coffee, because these are both espresso, cold brewed espressos, and I'm telling you, the one that's been sitting on the boche is smooth goodness. Now I know what you want to do. You want to go back to the bourbon, so we're going to go back to the bourbon. We're going to start all over.
So so good.
Folks, you got to get this home. You've got to try it, okay? Because you will become a believer. I'm telling you.
You will.
I was skeptical at first, and here's what I'm going to tell you. We've got a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Yeah,
okay?
there's nothing to lose.
Give it a shot. Try it. We have yet to have anyone return the Boche coasters to us. Let me just say that.
They're flying
that's
out of here,
that's
so.
the truth. Yeah, people absolutely love these. All right,
This
I can
is
see you giving me
such
you're giving me the evil eye over there. You want that bourbon?
This is such a great party trick.
Yeah.
You know, I brought this for my birthday party,
awesome.
and nobody knew about it. So it was fun. It was something to entertain and
Yeah.
bring people together, and it blew their mind.
Yeah.
So
I could see
love
that.
it. Yeah.
And so here's what I'm going to tell you about this. When you take the whiff of this, tell me if you don't now smell even more.
Vanilla.
Vanilla, okay? That's the sign of a good bourbon. When you smell a little vanilla, maybe a little bit of oak in there, some cherries sometimes.
I smell
Okay.
more vanilla than cherry, but yeah, it's probably just the brand you got.
Oh my gosh, it is. It's even more smooth.
Yeah, if it's possible, it got smoother.
Holy
This,
cow!
I don't like scotch. I don't like bourbons. I don't like whiskey because it's like fire
That is
in your
so-
mouth.
it really
and
is.
This is so smooth.
Speaking of fire, here, try this now. This is the one that's not sitting on the Boche. And remember, what we're doing is,
Yeah.
when we do these comparisons, we drink the one that's been sitting on the Boche first, then we drink the other one, and you really will see a huge comparison, a difference rather, between the two.
Yeah, this is the one that's like gasoline, I think.
Oh God, it got worse. You know what it is? It's not that it got worse. The Boche got better. The one that's been sitting on the Boche actually tastes smoother than it did 5 minutes ago or 10
So
minutes ago.
time does matter.
Yeah.
You want to put it out before your guests.
Yeah,
get there.
yes, I would absolutely recommend that. Or if you go to dinner, a lot of people carry these with them because I mean, look at it. I mean, it's it's a coaster. It's wafer thin, right? Very tough plastic that these are made of. It's actually like a Lexan or a plexiglass. When you take these with you, when you go to a restaurant, you put them down on the table. Just put your glass on top of that. You don't have to buy the top shelf. You don't have to. With this, it's going to taste like it is, and that's the big thing about these, the way it enhances those flavors, especially if you're somebody that really likes like a bourbon or something.
Do you know if it works on carbonated drinks?
Actually, it does. Lee, who works for me here, he brought it home with him after our very first show with them, and his kids tried it. And they were
so
running
they tried,
around.
like,
yeah.
Pepsi or something.
Yeah. They tried it on a carbonated beverage, and they absolutely love it. Now, this is the water, and again, if you're one of those people that's really picky about your water, I know somebody out there that only drinks Voss from a glass bottle, okay? We got 4 minutes left, by the way, just so you know.
Delicious.
So we have drink up.
We got to drink all
Drink
of
up.
this in the next 4
I'm not saying you got to go home, but you can't stay here. All right, here we go. See, that's delightful. That I would drink.
It's
I would
crystal
slam
clean.
that because that's just
It
good
just
water. I
tastes
promise you
clean.
we're going to get back to the wine in a second. All right,
and
here's
healthy.
the water that's not on there to your health.
Tastes-
And you're not going to be healthy if you drink that.
No, we don't have New York Bridgewater.
So let me
Tap
tell you
water.
something about this particular water that comes out of the faucets here at our studio.
Mm-hmm.
If you leave it in the glass overnight, it will stain it. It will etch
It's
the
that
glass.
bad.
It's that bad. It has that much hard water in it. Okay, now the $4 Chuck.
Oh yeah, but it's been sitting there longer now.
Yeah, Kelly says she's sorry. But you know what? You don't have to be because since it's been on the Boche coaster, this
You
is
don't need to
delightful.
apologize. You're a doll.
It's so smooth. That's the crazy thing. Like for $4, you would think that this should just be,
But if somebody gave this to me, I would think they spent $20 or $30
oh,
on
at
a
least,
bottle,
at least that
right?
much.
It's that smooth.
Okay, try the one that has not been, and this is like where you really see like this is what $4 wine tastes like. First of all, the smell.
Yeah. But you know that
It's way
like,
more acidic.
fuzzy tongue that you get with really
Yes.
cheap wine?
Yes.
I got the fuzzy tongue.
From that, yes. Well, I mean, for $4, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the price of admission on that. You know what I mean? Now, this is the one that blew me away. Was this orange juice?
I think I'm most impressed.
Because we never tried. Yeah, right.
Like,
It went from like being this really, it's just concentrate, orange juice, but it tastes like fresh squeezed. That's
this
amazing.
tastes like your grandma got up before you and squeezed
Yes.
fresh oranges.
My goodness.
I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I keep looking for pits in here. I mean,
know,
it's
I
it's
know.
amazing.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I don't know who thought to add this, but this one is unbelievable.
That's you know what? This was Kelly and I talking. I said I think I said cranberry juice, and she goes, "Ooh, orange juice," and I'm like, "Yeah, let's do orange juice."
love
So
it.
here's the one that hasn't been. I'm going to tell you right now. There's no smell and Like I can literally, you know what's weird?
It doesn't have that orange
Doesn't it taste flat?
taste. Yeah.
Like almost like an orange soda that
just
went flat. That's
flavorless.
nasty. Yeah.
Like it's less flavor.
And because I really like this now, I'm going to drink the cold brewed espresso, the Cuban coffee right here. And I'm going to tell you something. Here, just give it a whiff, because the smell.
It smells beautiful.
Doesn't it smell amazing?
Yeah.
And that's only this one. All right, so here we go. It's so smooth. Like literally, I could drink that without any cream or sugar. I'm not a sugar person, but I'll do cream in like a bitter coffee. And coffee, let's face it, coffee a lot of times can be very, very bitter. Now, here's what you're going to be getting, folks, when you buy this right now. You're going to receive you got a choice between 4 of the Boche coasters for $39.99, or you get that 2-pack for $24.99. And honestly, this is the deal right here. But it's going to take your wines, it's going to take your liquors, it's going to take your soft drinks, your waters, even your fruit juices, and it's going to make them taste better. So you don't have to spend the money and get the expensive stuff. And let's face it, right now, the way things are going, I'm trying to hold on to my money as much as I can, you know? But I'll spend the money for something like this that in the long run is going to benefit me. Okay, folks? So we're just about out of time here at Shop Social TV. If you want to order anything, it's still going to be available on our website. Just go to the URL that you see right there, that website, shopsstv.com, or go to that QR code down here using your cell phone. That's going to take you right to the page for any item that you want. But we have had a wonderful time with us. We're going to be back here on Tuesday night with more great products for you right here on Shop Social TV. Until then, have a great weekend, everybody.